moment on this conference that I went for in Nairobi, when the South African Minister of Transport stood up in the gathering where there are political parties from all over the world, and he said to me, he said, I want to applaud Liberia because your election was so tight, hotly contested, and President Bouakai only defeated President Weah less than 30,000 votes. And yet, President Weah conceded. He said, you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. I'm going to say anyway, therefore, President, we have to concede and keep our democracy on the path it is. It's something, of course, I'm proud of, and I'm happy he did that. I will praise him any day for that, because not many Africans can do that. Look, let's stop all these political norms. When people do something good, praise them. He could have stayed in power like other people. Yes, he could have done that. When President Bouakai...
Okay, thank you very much. The issue of corruption is always associated with a unity party-led administration. We saw during the reign of Madam Sirleaf, she described corruption as public enemy number one, and later on, during her expiration time of her administration, what did she say? She said corruption was a vampire that claimed the lives of many people because it denied children of going to school, it denied pregnant women from giving birth into health centers. It denied that young university graduate of job after graduation, going to school for years. It did a lot of damages to many of the citizens in Liberia due to corruption, and it continued to increase in Liberia. And this is why we've seen international report, not CDC report, Congress for Democratic Change or Coalition for Democratic Change reports coming up. These things did not happen out of the blue moon. We have, like Randall said the last time, we have no capacity to bribe these international, institutions that come out with these results or these reportages. No, we have no capacity to bribe the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, that is now reporting that the economic growth rate of the country, has dwindled. It has reduced. It can no longer go forward than was previously projected, a little, of 5%. It can no longer be in that range because there is massive looting, massive corruption under Joseph Newman Bouakai-led government. Because there is corruption, there is hardship. Because there is corruption, people cannot get access to basic social services. Because there is corruption, Bouakai prefer putting dirt, mud on or surfaces and say that he's building roads. Because there is corruption, our children cannot go to school. Because there is corruption, that road that should have been built cannot be built. Because of corruption, so many things are happening. Young girls have been forced to go and prostitute. I'm sorry to say, Shanti. Women are being subjected to abusive relationship, domestic violence, because that man can do that. So, because there is corruption, the police, you have more traffic police officer than ERU police. You have more traffic police officers in the street. Every policeman joining the police force, they want to be a traffic police because that's where they can collect from motorcyclists, from taxi driver, and what have you. So for Liberia to score a score below 30% on a scale of 100 under Joseph Newman Bouakai in the corruption perception index, it tells you that much has not been done to fight corruption. Evident by the president himself to live in absolute luxury at his old age. The president that is almost at the age of Methuselah, politically speaking, can be finding comfort in riding luxurious cars, a car that he never rode, in her entire lifetime. And at her retirement age, Liberian people made to be president. Or living luxurious car. And sitting on a couch that never sleep on. You never slept on before. That tells you that corruption will continue to grow. And the president, and that's why we saw Lafayette Gideon, the public works minister, he stole $22 million. He posted there in some part of the country, that money disappeared. We saw to the extent that they took corruption to another level by taking money from poor Liberians, students who are wanting to go to school in America. They took money from the honor Nicotech. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, she is still seated. The president is doing nothing about that because he knows about every trip he goes with her. And the president now, I mean, like I said the last time, he customizes everything. They are customizing the private jet that you'll be using frequently. It has been customized as we speak to you, and that costs millions of dollars on the Liberian, taxes. So this is you in conclusion on this issue of corruption. We as Liberians, we were fooled. Not me, not Randall, not any member of this platform, but the Liberian people in generality were fooled that Bawka said he was not a corrupt man, that he was coming to stop stealing. But what he did or what he is doing now is to lead by example by telling people that you normally play that clip. If you steal money, make sure that you get some to the Liberian people. That is okay. That's all you want. As an official, steal money, take some and give back to the community. If you steal 10 million, take 30,000 and share it on the community. The other 9 million and some more, you said only. That is why he says that, once you're government, is that Liberian people voted for? Absolutely not.
Thank you so much. Let's get to our sister, Madam Kroma. Corruption. How does it affect the society? Let's go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me open with what my brother just ended with. When you have a certain president, my people, encouraging corruption, then what will government officials do? What will the citizens do? Because this man stood there and said that if you can see the money and invest in Liberia. So just to tell you that go and see taxpayers' money. After stealing, you keep a portion at your house, and the rest of the money you share it among the citizens. The masses of our country, the downtrodden masses of our country. So, as an elected official, as an elected president before his inauguration, Bawka started accepting bribe. He started accepting gifts from businesses. This is an act of corruption. No scientist will come from heaven or no angel will come from heaven and tell us that, Bawka would just be sitting down. A Bawka of yesterday would just sit down, someone would just bring money and give it to him. No.
Are you thinking about importing or exporting goods or commodities like cars, motorbikes, barrels, bicycles, and food items to and from Liberia? The VPK Motor Enterprise Incorporated and Shipping Line Services are available to provide you the services. They are ranked number 1 in shipping services. Your cars and all other items are provided maximum protection with fast deliveries. Book your reservation now by contacting the CEO, Vi Basakin, at 267-437-5873. In addition to our many services, we also buy cars for our clients in the United States. Call right now and allow VPK Motor Enterprise Incorporated and Shipping Line Services to provide you the best shipping services. Tell them Mazola sent me. You will get a special discount in addition to the already low prices.
Accepting gifts is an act of corruption. One other one is corruption has become the hallmark of this regime. It is rampant. It is visible in all sectors. Corruption is just like sorry for the expression, just like a prostitution in our country. Every sector in this country has been affected by corruption, and Bouaka is doing nothing about it. Corruption is also exploiting commercial drivers to register their vehicles, their keke, their motorbikes, and at the end of the day, you restrict them from running on major streets without providing them no job opportunity. That is also corruption. You cannot tell me that as you go and register my bike, over $100, $100, and at the end of the day, you restrict me from going out to fend for my living. That is also corruption. And corruption is also when you have Amos Swear, the Secretary General of the United Party, taking loan from Finance Ministry without legislative approval. We saw that happening in this country. And Bouaka, he knows about it. The president knows about it. He's aware of it. And he cannot even account, the Finance Ministry, the Prayer Bank economy cannot also account for this over 73 million that have been, just in thin air. So people, no way, in Liberia, people will just be sitting down in this country. Money that they allocated for a specific purpose will just disappear in thin air. You want to tell me that the president don't know about them? No, he's aware of them. He knows exactly what is going on. Corruption is also when you have the CSA boss, Josiah Joker, that comical individual sitting down at the CSA, and telling us Liberians that he has cleaned the payroll but cannot account for the 3 million. So the effect of corruption is not only, it's not only affecting our nation's economy, it is affecting us as Liberians. When you have the current rate that, last month, the rate was down, but we did not see any changes in the market. Everything that they say, the rate now come down, so they think prices changing. No, nothing changed. That is also an act of corruption. So we are the ones suffering. The masses are the ones in this because Bouaka does not care. When you have his son and his children, Danny, and Danny will be in riches, living luxurious life. They are not helping us in this country.
Sure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's go to our brother Woman, and then we'll come to Pastor Success A.B. Dennis, and I will conclude on this.
That I beg the money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless.
Para, since 1847, we gain independence. People in Nigeria gained independence in 1961. 1961.
On a quick get to.
But since 1847, the total number of paved road, Kota road, tar road, cement road, all is just 750 kilometers. Since 1847.
Courage now.
Yes, this president took over 2 years now. In his second year, he's paving over 400 kilometers of roads. That's more than half of the total road paved since 1847. Can you imagine that?
So you come and say Liberia people not like road. I mean that they complain.
The ones that they complain, most of them don't complain, but the ones you see complaining, it's like they say, leave the roads, give us job. Look, since we had military since 1847, we've never had a military hospital. We are now building the first military hospital. In fact, the roof is on top of it as we speak, under this president. You know how you have, you people get something in Nigeria like the Federal Police Secret Service. We have our own here, they call it NSA, National Security Agency. Ever since this country been founded, They have been renting in one building of Mama Point. If you like, I will tell you there right now. It's this president that is building a new building in his second year on 10 acres of land, over 75 offices. I'm not talking about the command and control center. Since this country was founded, it's the first time in his second year that we are paying our wise fees. You know, you have the West Africa examination thing.
Why?
Yes, we are paying for, the government is paying for the students' fees.
Now,
even Nigeria, they don't have tuition-free universities and colleges. In this country, under this president, in the second year, we have tuition-free universities and colleges. As poor as we are. Can you imagine that? Okay. So think about it for a second. How do we pay all the money here, my brother? It means we have to cut down on the chicken feet, cow foot, and pig feet in one soup. You should eat just pig foot.
Now
so
we don't understand.
So
I feel you now. So
rescue. Now all the press people you know. Show me the million rescue. To save somebody, the million rescue. Yeah. To deliver you from something, take you from something. So you are the poor people rescue me, save. But we the old people rescue the million rescue. That will can't help me while here. That's the same thing. But Jota Bagara can't tell you the water. He can't pour one making the water back to kill on money. You know they get people the pressure. Husband not working. I live in Chelsea. I even made 1,000 a lot. I even made 500 a lot profit. Let me come and go. Children waiting for me. You are Jota Bagara. What will be our result next year? We wouldn't even 1 year. What will be our result the following year? Okay. Thank you so much. What's your name? What's your name? My name is Patience Mane. Patience Mane. You selling the market here? Yes. I'm selling it. Yes. I'm selling it. No market. I'm Jason. I follow for Yansison. You go for the market, you see so? I see food, call it food price. The way up, you're not understanding ourselves. When you go.
We will not allow small children to tell market when they should be in school. They should be in school. We will not allow those young ladies to go in the street whole day yourself. The money you make can't even buy rice. We can't do it. We want to put dignity on our people. And that's why we're here. That's the mission we have. And I can assure you, if you check your calendar, it's exactly 4 months from today. Today's the 10th, right? When is the election? You start checking. 4 months to the date. After 4 months, you will see a new Liberia coming up. You will see a Liberia that will give you hope. You will see a Liberia where corruption will be thing of the past.
Brother Wilmer, take the next 2 minutes. Corruption in Liberia. Let's hear from you.
I have my friends there on the platform, catalog everything. For me, I will not dive into it. I will just remind Liberians that propaganda will not work anymore because some all thank God some own platform. Listen, praise. I will tell I'm always saying Liberian to video because the video can prove everything. Let them watch George Weah first Sona when he took power. He told the Liberian people, I'm inheriting a broad nation, a broad economy in the capital building. Let me tell you, look at the MCC. Look at the MCC scorecard that was passed under the CDC government. They passed on corruption. So that whole saga they used to be on, the former government corrupt. They passed on MCC scorecard, the Millennium Challenge, the $500 million that government is fighting to have today. Samuel 20, Junior Samuel 20 pass it. The scores are there. I want to say people, I told the Unity Party or the opposition bloc, the debate is over. We're not in a propaganda move. You know why? I told them the debate is over. We had a president that ruled the country for 6 years. That's the 4 year and a half. Because COVID came. Then they was in the wing coming to power. Now how they spread that gibberish, that false narrative when they hijacked the country, serving money to join their presidency, the Henry Costa, all that surrogate or on rampage. The Jonathan P. Lele from BBC, all these liars, they got that want their power. They just came to power through jealousy because they couldn't wait another 6 years. So The corruption, the debate is over. George Rapal, MCC scorecard. They on massive inflation, heavy inflation. I don't know how government will turn it around. I tell Liberian people, since 1847, Junior Samuel Tuakia economy projected to $800 million. It never happened since Ellen Johnson. Ellen Johnson said what people from Howard University graduate from economic, all these things. And Samuel Tuakia rate that something to $800 million. It stated that. I pray that the Unity Party carry out to $1 billion. It never happened since I was existing. Buama Kamara resigned from Founder Ministry. He resigned as a Founder Ministry, and then they put in Gafwan. Gafwan having serious inflation, corruption all over the place. My brothers are all cutting off everything here. I won't go deep into it. I told you, Prince, the Unity Party, they don't have connection. And the reality, they're suffering. It's tough for them. First of all, they're spending, you know what we spend every year? Every year.
So, fellow Liberians, we want to say happy birthday to our own sister, one of our own. Want to say happy birthday to you, Mas. We wish you all of the best. Happy birthday to Sarah Dopu. Sarah Dopu celebrates her natal day, that is today. So, for and on behalf of the platform, we want to say happy birthday to you, Madam Sarah Dopu. We wish you all of the best. Long life, happiness, joy, and everything. I'm sorry that today we are a bit late, but again, happy birthday to you, Sarah Dopu. As you celebrate, we pray that the Almighty will grant you joy, happiness, and every good thing that you desire. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. And I want to say to all of you that are joining us, kindly do us a favor. And that favor we require of you is to hit for us the share button. Share with friends, share with family members, and let's all of us have a very wonderful time. Let's all have a wonderful, wonderful time. Again, happy birthday to our sister, Sarah Dopu. For and on behalf of the platform, we wish you all of the best and wish you what you desire for yourself. Happy birthday. Well, fellow Liberians, today we are actually a kind of bit late. But again, we just want to say thanks to all of you for what you continue to do. We continue to highlight police brutality in Liberia. And this is getting serious by the day. And it is unfortunate because Mr. Boyka, who is the president, is fully aware of what the security forces are doing to our people. I don't want you to believe what I am saying, but I will play you videos for you to hear for yourself. It's as if Boyka lose these people and tell them, you go and do whatever you want to do. At the appropriate time, I will tell you to stop. Today, we experienced another horrible incident in Liberia where a citizen, a pregnant woman, was beaten to death by the police in Liberia. I don't want you to believe me, but I will play the video so that you see it. She was beaten to death. Let's bring the video for you to see what we are talking about here. This is sad. A very sad moment. Very, very sad moment. I don't know what our country is turning into, but from all indication, it's horrible. Let's bring you this video. I want you to watch this video. Watch this video. The guy who beat the lady to death is his picture you are looking at up there. But let's play you the video. And she's a pregnant woman. This woman is pregnant. I will explain to you what happened. But just watch the video. According to the information we've gathered,
so this is what
the
happened.
lady collapsed and she died.
She's pregnant.
So before they could take her to the hospital, according to the information that we gathered from people who were on the scene, before they could take her to the hospital, she was gone. She was no more before they could take her to the hospital. Before they could take her from that place to carry her to the hospital, she was gone. According to the information, this lady was selling fish. She put a fish in the top and was passing around selling, her fish. And this particular police officer that you're looking at, let me add his picture here. Let me add it here. This guy that you're looking at, had rattan in his hand. According to him, he was beating people to leave from on the sidewalk. Beating people to leave from on the sidewalk. That, according to the information, when he reached to this lady, how he whipped her on her back while she had her fish pen on her head. I think you can see the pen here. She had the fish pen on her head. Whipped the woman on her back. Before the woman turned around to say, but what happened? And you push her. She, her pen, and every other thing fell on the ground right on her neck. She fell on the ground. And according to the information that we gather, this is not the first time this guy have done it. It's not the second. It's not the third. This woman, she was not selling on the road. No. She was passing with her pen on her head. You can see the pen here. There's the pen with the fish inside. She was passing. And they get the habit of beating people. When they're ready, they say the clearing street. They post you should leave the road. They should leave from on the road. Beating people. This is what it resorted to today. According to the information, when the lady turned around to kind of like, well, what happened? And he pushed her She fell down, her head knocked the ground. The people that went there knew nothing about first aid, don't even know how to position such a person. And that was a pregnant woman. That be Bele. At the end of the day, fellow Liberians, according to the information, before they could take her from on the scene at that particular area to carry her or to call a vehicle to come carry her to the hospital, she gave up the ghost right there. She died right there. She was struggling for her life because she fell on her neck. You can see how her neck looking like. Because he really put her very hard. Let me show the video again so you can see. Put her very hard. There is it. I'm sorry, just bear with me. The people who even went to attend to her, the people who went to attend to her had no knowledge of first aid. They are not trained, nothing of sort. So they went there and trying their best to do what they could do. Get your water, take water, put in your nose, put in your mouth, this, that, and all the other things. She came to herself, but at the end of the day, it was finished. According to the information, she died right in their hand before even the car could come. Wow, this is horrible. Struggling to allow her to sit down. These people have no experience in first aid. They were only trying their best. Liberia now. They're only trying their best. At the end of the day, you see at the end of the video, she died. You see that?
This is what happening here.
Before they could even bring her to say, let's carry her, she was gone. She was gone. She was gone. But fellow Liberians, this is where we are. We want to use this occasion to welcome Honorable Dogbayu. Honorable Dogbayu, welcome, sir.
Thank you, my dear brother Prince Sharif. Thank you to Libera. Thank you to everyone. And thanks for bringing the information to us. It's so emotional from what I'm seeing, from what I'm hearing, from what I'm looking at. It's very emotional, Prince. It's very, very ridiculously emotional. And this speaks to the country we have. The president we have, Mr. Prince Sharif, just speaks to his lack of compassion. I spoke with you the last time about compassionate leadership. And compassion is a virtue. The golden rules of life says, do unto others as you will have them done unto you. Where is that sense of compassion? It's from Joseph Boakai, the leadership skill, the bottom to top. I mean, the top to bottom and bottom to top. In this case, what is happening up? The recklessness, the lack of compassion, the insensitivity is trickling down from the leader. It started up with his order in King George for peaceful civilians to be brutalized and killed. Nothing happened. Men in uniform who carry out the mayhem today are taking salary instead of being behind the bar in South Beach and other prison compounds around the country. Today, we see a young lady being raped by a minister. That case has gone in limbo. No remedy, no justice for the poor. We've seen police brutality everywhere on live camera, the Fula lady and the police on the issue about LEC. Everywhere we have seen chaos. Everywhere we have seen police brutality. A madman, Martin Moba, a man who needed help, a man who needed mental stability, a man who was harmful to himself, a man whose conscience was suspended as a result of psychological inducement and some other social issue. That man was killed by the police. Nothing happened. And so what you see in real life and Sharif, it's replicated, it's repetition, it's a continuation of recklessness, a continuation of a lack of compassion, a continuation of bad governance, of police being very untrained, police seeing the civilian as enemy instead of a group that should be protected. That is the situation you see for a pregnant woman, a woman who is in a vulnerable state. You know, in wartime, even in crisis, there are rules. A rebel will see that woman and let her pass because she's vulnerable. So they can say elderly children and pregnant women. Even at the airport, that woman in a civilized environment, they'll give her way first because pregnancy comes with stress. Pregnancy comes with a lot of stress and trauma. Somebody in that state, they carrying breath, they carrying another breath, a beating heart. They are carrying a beating heart. For the police to be very insensitive as such, for me, it's not strange, Prince Sharif. That is the government of the day. That is their modus operandi, their modus vivendi, their mode of operation. That's who they are. They have no value for human, no value for life, no value for the citizen, no value for the people of Liberia. And so the situation is pathetic, the situation is dolorous, it's sad, it's sorrowful, for such a time and such a condition. May that lady that have died as a result of police brutality, as a result of violence, may her soul and the souls of faithful departed through the mercy of the Supreme Spirit rest in perfect peace. This is where I can start my show from, Prince Sharif.
Thank you, Honorable Dogwayu. Fellow Liberians, this is troubling, very, very troubling. It's a heartbreaking moment. A mother who left home well, fine, okay, to just find living for herself, to go and see her best she can at least have something to eat. Today, her life was taken away by a police officer. And nothing going to come out of it. It's sad. Nothing, absolutely nothing is going to come of it. Nothing. We will talk, and at the end of the day, what becomes? Because Boyka himself, who is supposed to be compassionate, an elder, who is supposed to say, no, we cannot condone these things here. Boyka himself is in the know. And like I said, I don't want you to believe what I am saying. I will play you a video. Boyka is in the know of the crimes and the act that these people are carrying on against our people. He is in the know. He is fully aware. But guess what? He is saying, no problem. It's okay. They can continue until he gets ready. Like I said, I don't want you to believe it. Let's play this video. And you listen to what Boyka is saying here about all of these police brutality and all different stuff. Let me play you this video. This is sad.
I want to train because they will have to be what they want us to be. So suspended tenor cases, outstanding orders, LHCC matters must be resolved quickly, like I said. Security anti-drugs, we have talked about that. Fight against drugs been intensified. we want to warn those people who are doing these jobs that they are not, like I tell the police, that the badges they wear are not hunting license. I see the drug people, they're running wild with things as if to say it's a license for them to break the law. That's not what we said. The results must show in what you do.
You hear him? So Brecker himself telling the police, we tell you people the badges that they're wearing, they are not hunting badges. They are not badges that we gave them for them to go and hunt other people. So Brecker is aware. Who told you that he is not aware of all of these things that are happening? No, you listening to him. We told these people that the badges we gave the police, they are not hunting badges. He is aware that the DEA is carrying on serious summary execution in the name of their fighting drugs. He is aware that the police are carrying on serious brutality using their flag only because they have the flag on them and they are using their flag to carry on this crime. He is aware and no action is taken. No, absolutely no action. Again, let me just play this. Let me carry this back just few and listening to this.
Hunting license. They are not, like I tell the police, that the badges they wear are not hunting license.
Okay? So when the police commit these crimes, you will call them and say, hey, you know, he is saying it because he's on camera. These badges that we gave you, the flag that you are wearing, these are not hunting license. And that's what is happening. So Brecker is telling us in this that the police are now using the flag, their authority, as a license to hunt human beings. That's what he's saying here. When you look at the reverse of the statement, that's what Brecker is saying. That the police are using the badges to hunt the people, to execute the people, to eliminate the people. No, that's not me saying it. That is not us saying it. That Brecker is saying it. That's what Brecker is saying here today.
Who are doing these jobs that they are not, like I tell the police, that the badges they wear are not hunting license. I see the drug people, they're running wild with things as if to say.
You see that? So when these people commit the act, when these people commit the crime, instead of him as president taking the necessary action, he don't do it. He don't. So you can see, my people, when we're telling you that all of the things that are going on in Liberia, that Brecker is in the know. The old man is wicked. This brother is a devil and is aware of everything that is going on. Some of you say, oh, no, Allah. But you're hearing it from him. Now you guys are hearing it from him. This is the kind of man that we have as president. And guess what? Somebody will sit and say the man is a deacon. But you seen the behavior of the deacon. Well, my people, we can only say much. Another terrible thing that is happening in Liberia, again, just by the way, before we enter into our today's discussion, has to do with the you know, every day, look, the government is so useless to the extent that you don't have to even look for news. The news will come to you. No, you can look for it. The news will come to you. You know, the government has embarked on a joining of forcing, let me use it this way, forcing, compelling all of those who work in the government to pay certain amount for their headquarter project. They are now forced, look, for clan chief all the way to the ministers, they are paying And like I said, I don't want you to believe what I'm saying. Let's play the clip so you can see it, you can hear it for yourself. Just a minute, let me forward this. Let me do this. Take this from here and put this here for you to get it. Let me take this from here. Just give me a second. Let me transport this. This is worrisome. The government is now compelling people. Hey, you got to pay the money. The money here you will pay. You pay the money here, forget it. You suck. If you can't pay, you are off. If you cannot pay, you are completely off. Let me just see here. I'm sorry. Let me put this down here. Save us. Okay, just 1 minute, please. PPPU. Okay, video. Save. I'm sorry. Just bear with me, too many things going on at the same time. So we just gotta take our own time and then get this off here. Alright, okay. Let me just play it from here. Sorry. Okay.
Can't swap. I asked him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I will ask, but luckily somebody told me that
right here.
I should ask you about this. I don't ask.
Oh, yeah, I mean.
So like the tanky, I'm on the some percent.
Like, I will pay too far.
Oh, tanky. Hello.
Yeah.
I'm also good morning.
Okay.
Yeah,
If the sound is okay from your end, are you guys hearing this?
It's okay. It's okay for my end.
The chiefs.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
So
Hello.
let me just tell you on this. The government is now compelling from clan chief all the way to whoever to pay certain amount. So this is a conversation that was, captured by one of our sources. So I want you to listen very keenly to this conversation. A few minute conversation. Listening is a 1 minute, some seconds. So let's listen to this.
Yeah.
I'm also good morning. Hello.
Yeah.
I'm also good morning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm morning.
They put money. You are the one collecting it.
Who people?
The chiefs.
Yeah.
I recall one chief from a town. He asked me who they paying the money to because you don't have the time to can't swap. I asked him. I will ask, but luckily somebody told me that I should ask you about this. I don't ask.
Oh, yeah, I mean.
So like the tanky, I'm on the some percent.
Like, I will pay too far.
Oh, tanky, primary, all of them paying the same money.
Yeah, too far.
How about commissioner?
Commissioner paying 10,000, city mayor 10,000, tangy commissioner 10,000. We the DJs so we didn't pay 20,000.
Wow. That's one money I can't get.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but equally so, and nothing for me. I have little contrary view to that. All of the chiefs are members of the party.
No, but I'm just got to come to the building of the party. When you go to the government, you got to help the government in the president at all.
No, but that party is not the government. After political activity, the government remains.
Yeah,
sure.
sure.
The party is not a government. So the way, anyway, that your decision about that decision.
But you know you got to help all.
No, for me, as a full member of CDC, if I was invited to this program, I want to kind of make my commitment.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But for me, the only contrary view I have is that's the many our people that want to achieve. You working in government, you are to
How
make
about you?
contribution. That's the only
You are
comment
good,
I have.
sir.
Okay.
Yep. Prince Sherry, my man, this is not strange. Coercion, extortion, and forcing people out of their way is a way of life of the Unity Party. The Standard Bearer is a former member of the Lofa Defense Force. He used to forcing people. The Lofa Defense Force was a warring faction Bwaka was a part of, Prince Sharif. How dare you say that and you forget about who Bwaka is? The Unity Party always coerce people. For them, say they are homecoming. They went up and did a memorandum that Venus should express interest. Venus have gone to express interest and they're asking you to come bring your party Adika. Oh, you want the party Adika? You didn't say it in your announcement. When people come in now to do business and you're asking. So it's a party of deception and dishonesty. My brother, this should not be strange to you. First thing, most of the town chiefs, paramount chief, and clan chief, these are traditional leaders, regardless of their political affiliation. For them, they don't know party, they only know government, they respect government. The people already earning a bare minimum that cannot even cater to they and their family and their immediate needs. I dare you, none of these town chiefs and paramount chiefs have a saving account. These people live from paycheck to paycheck. When they take pay, maybe after 3 to 4 days, the money finish. They go back on the bench. They start waiting for the next pay. Perhaps before the next pay arrives, they may have credited all of the money. You go to these people in the name of parties, and you coerce them to build your so-called party headquarters. No wonder why there was a poor turnout. The GB Festival in Nima, and another poor turnout. The people are protesting. And there should be a wake-up call for the Unity Party. Already, we're going to talk about it. Musa Belete and other stakeholders are confessing that the elections in Nima were rigged. So that tells you that not everything that is glitter is gold, not because you brought that fake number, you say you won Nima, it suggests that everybody that supported you. When in fact, you know not everybody supported you. But Prince Johnson and other people manipulated, brought out country devil, used the process to infuse, and do ballot stocking and increase numbers. So we know some of the condition, some of the difficult condition that is difficult to explain the situation and circumstances. Now, for the town chiefs who are custodian of our custom, tradition, and culture, for you to be coercing them, bending them, and nose diving, making them to nose dive into politics, you going against their will, you writing draconian policies. For me, this is not strange for the Unity Party. That's who they are. They have that social mark of recklessness, that social mark of don't care attitude. They don't care because they don't believe in the people, Prince Sharif. That's who they are. So I pity the condition of these town chiefs. These poor people making very minimum money. The money not really coming on time. Then you extorting from them. You want to blackmail them because if they don't do it, you will create a means to remove them from their jobs. And so, since because most of them don't want to leave the job, they are coerced, they are forced against their will to do what they do not want to do. So you that's a win, Unity Party. That's shame on you. Shame on you for your recklessness. Shame on you to use people to post that the ordinary people bidding, the ordinary people. Why are they so much in hurry to build party headquarters than to increase civil servant salary? Why are they so much in hurry to build party headquarters than to look at the basic social services, roads, schools, see the hospital in Bapolu, built by the Arab government, the UAE people. But because Joe Bwaka, he's not the one who that project is credited to, and because the longevity of that project is impact to the community will always make them think about Joshua. He wants to undo that. He doesn't care about what the people, ongoing in terms of their health condition. These are issues that our government should be aggressively focused on. Instead, this government has a very quick passion in hurriedly raising money for their so-called headquarters. But instead of doing it from the millions stolen, they want to lie about the situation. They want to deceive the public by saying that the money came from the people. These are all la titles. We know these titles. So my brother Prince Sharif, I conclude on the note that this is not strange for the Unity Party. That's who they are. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. You know, fellow Liberians, these are all signs to tell us as people that trouble is ahead and we must prepare ourselves. You know, when you have a government that does not respect the rule of law, when you have a government that believes that, especially a president, that believes that whatever he says must be the final, whatever he wants, he must get it, it means the citizen also must get ready to protect themselves against such an evil beast. I repeat, against such an evil beast. There is something here that is very fearful about this particular clip. The last time we told you of what happened in Nimba during the election that brought in Koga, when we saw the vice president going from one end to the other, where we saw the superintendent calling chiefs and elders and telling them that this is what must happen, this is how you must vote, and etc. Compelling them to vote against their will, especially between Koga and that of Edith Gonglo, where we saw what happened, where there were some areas that Edith team could not even go to campaign. We saw it. For us to hear today, the operators of the government, they are now telling chiefs, elders, clan chief, superintendent, and etc. to pay to it's almost like a compulsory amount that you got to pay. You listening to the clip? The man say, "Mama, you part of the government, you got to pay now. You got to pay. Whether you like, you don't like, you got to pay." To force these people to pay an amount for the Unity Party headquarters, knowing very well now all of these people, even if there are some of them who are part of the Unity Party, but not all of them are part. No, not all of them. Like Honorable Doba, you say, these people are traditional people who serve government and not necessarily individual or not necessarily a political party. Just a minute, please. So they don't serve individual or serve political party. They serve government. Whatever government accounts, it is that government left. It is that particular government that they are not to say, well, my loyalty is expressing or my loyalty. All they do is that whoever that is there.
Your background is bad, Prince. Your background is bad. You're giving bad reaction.
Okay.
Yeah, there's boom, boom in the background. It's terrible.
I'm sorry. So, like I was saying, whoever that becomes the president, they will serve that person because for them, they are traditional people. For them, they pledge no loyalty to a particular individual. They pledge loyalty to the government. Now, for you to see Mr. Boyka forcing these people, compelling these people to pay such an amount for party headquarters is horrible. This speaks to 2029. And that's why we continue to say, Liberians, let us prepare ourselves. 2029 is not going to be a walk in the park. If these people can start to call town chiefs, can start to call clan chiefs, and compel them to pay certain amount for their party headquarters. Imagine what is going to become 2029. Breaker will be brave enough to call these people and say, you know what happened? On the other side, you don't allow the opposition to go and campaign there. On the other side, you don't allow the opposition to go and campaign. Breaker is brave enough to do it. And that's what, Liberians, all of these signs that we are showing you is to prepare you for 2029. Like we did before the 2023 election. We inform you, we told you, we show you signs. And some of you, you overlook those signs. Today, here's where we are. And some of this video or some of this audio that we are playing to you is to get you in the mood to prepare yourself for 2029. It's to ensure that you are adequately prepared. Because the government will do everything to ensure that they cheat. We are seeing the signs. The signs are all over the place. We are seeing it. It's not strange. To have a president telling his lieutenants to call these chiefs and compel them to pay a certain amount because they're having party headquarters, as if the party headquarters is a national project. Even if it is a national project, don't we have budget? Even let's put it this way, even if it was national project, God forbid, it will never be a national project. But if it was a national project, that assuming that the government wants to build maybe a ministry or so, we get budget. That's why the resources are there, so that people who are interested in our resources, whatever allocation they have for us as a country, that money is collected and go towards development, go toward infrastructure development. So Unity Party building their headquarters, calling chiefs and forcing them, you pay this amount, you pay that amount. My people, this is just a sign that comes 2029. These people will be brave enough to tell these chiefs, to tell these elders, that if you cannot give us vote in your area, this is XYZ we are going to do. If these people will be brave enough to call chiefs, to call elders, and compel them to pay, these people will be brave enough to tell the police come 2029 that don't allow the opposition to go here. Don't allow them to go there. They will be brave enough to call magistrate. Election or electoral magistrates in the various counties. They will call them and say, whatever the case is, we want this vote. And that's why, Liberians, 2029 is a defining moment for us. It determines where we go. Because look at now, we even reach 2029. Joseph Numa Boy can even complete a 10 year. And he is now compelling people to pay. Imagine what is going to become. What would they be telling election magistrate? What would they be telling people at the level of NEC? What would they be telling some of the workers who are transporting ballot box? What would they be telling some of the people who are working at the area of NEC as it relates to maybe data control and etc.? What would they be telling them? Well, fellow Liberians, the best thing that we can do is to keep educating you, is to keep telling you, keep raising the alarm ahead of time, so that you can adequately prepare yourself to confront this evil that are before us, that we call government. The government is so evil to the extent, even what president we are even left for his people, they want to ensure that everything is destroyed. I look at this picture that I'm about to show you, fellow Liberian, and this brings real tears to my heart. This is the Emory Hospital, $1 million project that was put down there in Gbapulu. The hospital that's supposed to cater to the entire Western Bloc, Grand Kipan, Bomi, Gbapulu, and even Lofa County. Look at the hospital. Look at this hospital, my people. The hospital has been abandoned. Look at the hospital. There's the front view of the hospital. The front view. There's that back view or whatever. There's the front view of the hospital. Look at the grass. Look at the grass. And this is intentional by this government. We saw at the PHP Park what they did there. We can show you pictures. The last time we show you picture of the MCC building. The last time we show you picture of the, how you call, Invisible Park. All of the project that His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh, we are left. Especially those ones that they know that they are signature project, that the people will benefit from. Joseph Numa Boyka and his lieutenants are intentionally ignoring those projects, allowing people to damage the project. Look at the Emory Hospital. Look at the Emory Hospital. What do you think our international partners will think of us upon seeing this? This is one of the reasons why Joseph Numa Boyka is not going to get a dime from even the international people. Because look at this project. The people spend their money, another country spend their huge money to ensure that we have a health facility in this particular area. That is a regional hub for that matter. To have this kind of hospital, well equipped. Look at the hospital. If grass can grow outside of this hospital, very soon we will bring you picture or video from inside. Because if they can maintain the outside, let's think about the inside. Oh no, think about the inside. No, I just want you to just think for a minute. If the outside of the hospital, the outside, the first place that everybody will look at, the first place that anybody can see and say, yeah, they want a little, you know, there's something here for us to be able to, you know, be excited of. If this government cannot maintain the outside, think about what is happening in the inside. Look at the grass. Look at the grass. This is the front view of the hospital. My brother Chokon, welcome, sir. How are you?
I'm okay, bro. I'm okay.
I mean, happy belated birthday, Chukun. Happy belated birthday, bro.
Thank you, DRG.
Yeah.
Let's hear from you on this sad incident. The last time we played the MCC, you saw what was happening in the hall there, in one of the ball hall.
Look,
very terrible. Today, look at this.
We are back at square one. Joseph Boyka and his presidential press secretary, my own sister, when they went a few days ago, they were in the UAE, they were to other places around. They met Macron. They came back when people, Liberians were asking, you went on this trip, you used $2 million United States out of taxpayer money, you flew private jet. Now you are back. You see, every government is a business entity. Every government is a business entity in the sense that everything you do, there must be ultimate benefit. In America, yeah, the government is the biggest regulator. They allow the private sector to operate and regulate everything. Government is a business. You know, when a business doesn't just make profit, it also interest, serving your people interest. So if you go to next man whom he invited you, go there. Going there is not the shawarma you will eat. It's not just the banquet that was set for you, not the guy of honor that we give you. That's not the ultimate reason why you are serving. Your service is for the people. So if you go to Macron in Paris and other places, and the only ultimate physical, tangible, seeable, and traceable benefit is the pictures you took, is the banquet they set for you, then what leadership is it? Then it's not serving the interests of the Liberian people. So when we say leadership in government is business, is that every move you made, there must be a reciprocal, corresponding reciprocal benefit for your people. In this case, in context specific, Boyka came back, the Liberians were asking him, Papa, this coming you can't. How you not can? You know, Manaseli, she had this statement, she say, Papa not can. Papa, when Papa come home, you know that there's an adage. You see people happy in their home, black plastic is filled. The mother is going to the market. So in this case, people ask. The Boyka responded that the work of the presidency is not to come home with plastic bill of money. This very Bouaka who gave a loud cheek, not very strange, unsurprising cheek, who gave a cheek to the people. His predecessor, the president who was there before him, when in contrast to his reckless statement, that president came with several blood plastic to substantiate and validate that Papa Naka. That is the evidence you see in Bapolu, the hospital. So that the pregnant woman who I met in 2017, who, like the other pregnant woman today in real life, died because she needed to be transported on motorbike from Bapolu to a nearby, county, which is Lofa. Before she reached that, those were the very dolorous, sorrowful, and comparing human-driven reason that Joshua carried the project over there. And just like you said, to cater to 3 counties and a half, because some part of Lofa that is closer to that terrain could be served as well. Bouaka, in complete contrast, and as testament to his recklessness, have instructed his Minister of Health and other associated agency and functionary of government to abandon that place with the desire and ultimate motive of obliterating, undoing, and burying 6 feet the legacy of President Weah. To him, he's hurting President Weah. To him, he's hurting the citizen-led government, but no, he's hurting the people. He's taking from them what they deserve. The reason why they are so passive in undoing the project in PHP and other places, because it's most rather the people are very conscious, the people could rise up. But places like Bapolu is in the interior. The attitude, behavior pattern is different. So, my brother, to just respond to you, it's not strange. Cracking to the plot. That is just what it is. That's the situation of Mr. Bouaka. He doesn't care for the people. For him, from the time he inaugurated since his inauguration, it's all about politics. It's about proving a point and not leading the people as he should. That is my conclusion, my dear brother.
Wow. It's about proving a point and not leading the people. This is sad. My brother Chokon, let's hear from you on this issue of the abandonment of public projects that people should be benefiting from. These projects not for a particular political institution, let's say members. Let's hear from you, sir.
So I saw that picture, then I was hey man. Sometimes you get frustrated, talking on something that you anticipate. Because even though I don't expect anything better from Baka, but equally so, I don't expect his cruelty to reach at that level where the facilities are providing services for our people for you to abandon it. I mean, it's man-boggling. But again, that is the kind of president that we have. Just imagine the only referral hospital in the entire area. And trust me, besides the place being dirty, besides around the area, trust me, I don't want to be this day. We even have paracetamol in that hospital. Because Baka want to make sure that the legacy of the former president is erased. He has said that repeatedly over and over. And he's displaying his action. He's displaying it by his action. And that's what he's doing. He's not pretending about what he said about erasing the CBC. Everything that ever benefited from the CBC-led government, he's also in a position to erase it. But it is sadly, so sad. Trust me, you enter that hospital, I won't believe you'll see drugs. I don't want to believe you'll find drugs in that hospital. Because if around it, just imagine, if around the hospital can look at that, think about what is in it. If somebody sincerely go and video record in the entire hospital, I don't want to believe that people got drugs in that place. No. I don't want to believe they got drugs in that place. So it is sad. So sad. That's the country that we have.
Wow. Like you're saying, this is horrible. This is very horrible. No one expected that so soon, in less than no time, that property of such will just be forgotten about. And remember, this is the Emirates that Joseph Newman Boyka flew to.
No,
According
you
to him,
see,
when
you
he
see,
was in France.
you see, there's a difference between forgetting about and abandonment. There is a denotative and connotative difference. Your little child over there right now, you on the show, and you could forget that she's in the kitchen, or you got appointment for her and you forgot because you on the show doing something else. Sometimes competing priorities can make you forget. Sometimes a lot of activity being on your agenda could make you forget it. Abandonment is you look at your daughter over there, she putting her hand on the fire, you know how dangerous it is. You looking at her, watching her, you doing nothing to stop you from preventing her, but yet you allow her to enter in danger and and self-inflict pain upon herself. That's abandonment. Willfully, neglecting a function of responsibility. So to say forgetting about, I want to slightly disagree with you what it is. It's not they didn't forget about it, they abandon it. Forgetfulness could be because they got many other things happening. I just wanted to make that point while you proceed.
Yeah, definitely. You are right. I agree with you. I agree with you because it's abandoned. It's not that they don't know that it is there. It's not that they can't see it. They don't know the importance. They know the importance. They are seeing it, but they willfully, purposefully decided that we'll abandon it. You are 100% right. You are 100% right. I agree with you. But this is very, very horrible, fellow Liberians. Look at what is happening. And this is just one of many facilities we've displayed to you here on videos. What is happening with these projects that are meant for the people, that the people are supposed to benefit from. So even if you have that particular deep and entrenched hate for somebody, so it means that even the project that the people are supposed to benefit from, it means that project too, you must forget about it, or you must abandon it. To use the bright word, you must abandon it. This is not the first. Like, our brother said, the reason why you see those ones in Monrovia is stay in existence is because that Monrovia, one way or the other, people cause noise. Y'all remember when they were building that particular invisible park? And these were the people saying, no, don't build there, planes supposed to land down there. So if you gave these people, if it is not because of the eyes and the mouth, and maybe that place there to some extent, we're right in the city where everything happens, plenty of people there, plenty of people can cause noise. These guys will demolish that entire invisible park. They are brave to do it because their actions now is just telling us what is going on. Do you know when you go down there, oh God, as beautiful as that place used to be under the previous government, that when you go there, you feel that you are in an environment. The place is so serene, and you feel nature. Nature is right in front of you. Go to that place now. The greenhouse that they had there, that place, they finished with it. The glass that they put on the building, they finished with it. The place that was built for our mothers, the prayer room that was built for them, so big hall that was built, the prayer area. When you go there, you will never believe it. The light bulbs, they are hauling. How will you be so wicked? They're taking the bulb and the wire that the people went through the place there to give current. They're taking the copper wire from there. What kind of wickedness is this? They're hauling the copper wire, taking it from in the socket. They're hauling the wire from there completely. Those basketball rings that they put there, they're taking it from there. What kind of wickedness is this? The place that had security and maintenance officer 24/7. I went there. I was to that particular area. Today, it has been abandoned. Hospital. If these people can behave to hospital like this, a place where when you go, in fact, the environment alone should even be conducive to start to affect you positively before you even enter. If OSA can be like this, then think about INSA. Just think about INSA. If OSA can be in this condition, then forget it.
But you
Inside
didn't see the interior, all the wire, the pipes, everything cutting, all the bedding. You see the water leaking, it's seeping all in the bathroom. You didn't see that aspect?
Wow, I didn't see it. I didn't see that
Yeah,
one. Maybe
yeah, I'm driving
I'll
right now, or else
play
I
the
will have sent the
put the
photos.
video on.
I'm
Wow.
I'm driving right now, or else I will have sent the photos to you. But I guess go on the closing argument page. Go there, you see. I think they posted it to the closing
Wow.
argument. Go on that page and you see the internal. You see the bathroom, everything. You see, you see the wall leaking everywhere. You see the bed, the hospital bed, everything. You see it looks so horrible. Just go on the closing argument page. You see, they posted something like that this morning. They posted, I saw them.
Wow. This is horrible, my people.
The
This is
closing
horrible.
argument.
Nobody ever expect that it was going to be this soon. You know, we all know that Mr. Boyka is evil. We all know that he is wicked. But this soon, that we've not even gone,
Man, they
you
made
know,
evil. They made evil. No evil. They made evil. They're not doing. They're not doing AA. They're not doing BSc. They're not doing master. They're doing PhD. So they're not small evil. And they made evil is doing PhD in math. You know, you are doing PhD in PE. It didn't know somebody doing PhD in mathematics. So the evil. Just imagine when somebody doing PhD in mathematics, how difficult and intense that is. That's how Mr. Boy is. Not doing evil. Not high school evil. PhD evil.
wow. This is really, really horrible. This is really horrible. But I want to get to my brother Chokon. My brother Chokon, Musa Hassan Bility made some staggering revelation about the elections, among other things, to the extent that Musa Hassan Bility made us to understand that the election was virtually stolen right in front of us, intentionally by the opposition. I don't know if you had the opportunity to listen to that clip. Did you, sir?
Oh, come in. You getting me?
Yeah, we're getting you
Yeah, we're
now.
getting you, Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I listened to Honorable Biddy making that statement that the election was stolen. But I think it's a known fact that the election was stolen. I don't think so. I see no news in that. I think what I anticipate like to share is to work with other political parties to make sure that that is prevented. But it was clear everywhere in the country, first round of election, you have many people going to the polls. But during the second round, many people don't go back. Some of the reasons people don't go back is because people truck them to places. But Nima County was the only county where in the people that voted the second round, more than the people that voted the first round. That's the first time in Israel that it was clear that the election was stolen. It is not a news to me. It may be a news to others, but I know for a fact because I traveled with the former president in 15 county. I was privileged to be in some hard meetings. I was privileged to have direct access to the people because controlling the motorcyclists and the role I was playing at the time on the former president campaign team. I know because motorcycles are well informed. You want any information you want in this country, you just need to get a motorcycle and you'll get it. So it's not unusual to me. What I will appreciate ability, for is the issue about collaborating with other political parties to make sure that is not repeated. I think that should be everyone's focus in order to get this calamity off our shoulder company.
Wow. Yeah, Honorable Dogbayu, let's hear from you. You're listening to the claim made by Musa Hassan Belete, something which is not really strange. But let's hear from you, sir. Okay, I think we just lost him there. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, the claim made by Musa Hassan Belete. Let's hear from you, sir.
So my dear brother, Musa Hassan Bedete did not make a claim. He made a confession. He revealed, and he's just being brave. It's a matter of enough situation, and he gave practical, practical, argument. You look at the result of the first round, and look at the result of the second round. Look at the variance in the number. How can he could have put in place number one, for example, 100% register and 100% can vote? Those variables that they don't come to vote in the first round. And when you look at the historical metric, when you look at the number, the historical literature, and the quantitative empirical facts available given our electoral history, there's no way people can vote more in second round than first round. So you go to a polling center that recorded maybe 500 registered voters in the first round. Out of the 500, only 300% voted. In the second round, you get all 500 voting, and all 500 of them voting for one group, but what? Unity Party. So Musa Bedede just did not make a statement. He made a statement based on empirical fact, layman and empirical reasoning. You tell me now, where in the world? It's like the situation of the elections of 1929, the most rigged election in the world history, captured in the Guinness Book of Record, when Thomas Zero Faulkner of the People's Party went against Charles Doman Burgess, king of the Chowi Party. In that election, 15,000% registered to vote. At the end of the day, 30,000% voted. 2 times the number of people. 100% increment in the number of people. That election made Thomas Zero Faulkner to go to the League of Nations and reported Liberia for not just being involved into electoral malpractices and rigging of elections, but also in complaining Liberia for being engaged into slavery. That was the situation of the Sindicato Agrigora, the Lost Territoria, Espanol to Gulf of Guinea. That's the Spanish island of Venado in present-day Equatorial Guinea. That Spanish island were engaged in the slavery, and so Thomas Zero Faulkner went and complained them. When the League of Nations came, eventually the remedy that's the situation. It was how later on League of Nations transformed. They funded the UN because League of Nations did not mean up to a funding objective. I'm saying this to say, Liberia, there has been a history of electoral manipulation, magical happenings into our electoral processes. The same with 1927 election is the same with the 2023. How in this world, put in places that recorded low turnout in first round, people got voting appetite, energy, agility to vote in the first round, not in second round. But because of the presence of Prince Johnson, because of the presence of Jeremiah Bankun into deep Nima, when they brought outside country devils, they bring out the traditional people. There were some places when CDC people watch go there, they were beat them. Some of them were getting missing. And so it is ridiculous. It's an embarrassing fact to state. But yes, Musa Bedede is right. And because we respect our democracy, because we do not want people to make mockery out of Liberia, these things is shameful to say, but that's what happened, my dear brother Prince. That's what happened. So it's not that we could not be present, but they use tradition. You can violate tradition, in these places. That's how they did ballot stopping. And that was well coordinated with the Election Commission. It's well coordinated with the Election Commission. You saw her there, calling number with her and angry week on hey, James, I don't know, Lassana, wherever her name is. So it made a Liberian people to give a government that they did not support. Only Nima, the numbers come from Nima. So what the guys are doing, they are waiting. Every time numbers come from Mosurado and the Southeast, then they will go and match the number by infusing ballot in the increasing the numbers. And the Election Commission will read it. She was always waiting for Nima result to read. So that is the situation. But we got prescription for that, my brother. That's all I can say on this issue.
Thank you so very kindly. My brother, it's just sad, especially with what we are hearing from Musa Hassan Beliti, just validating what we've been saying. I was in Nimba and we're in Sacré-Pied the night of the election. Something very horrible happened in Nimba that I was shocked. Areas that we had our observers. We saw parents, family members going in their dozens, requesting that their family member leave the polling center. There was an incident where right at the city hall there in Sacré-Pied, we were there because we were doing some rounds, and we saw some group about 7 or 8 person, and they came there, and they were demanding that the guy who is the observer for the CDC leave the place. So according to the woman, after we confronted her, but why you want the boy to leave? She said, my son, I have 4 children, and I lost all during the war. During the war, I lost all. This my son that you see here, he was born 1991. 2001. This is the only child that God has given me. Prince Johnson people went to our house and said that our son responsible to make George Weah to win in a place here. If he is down there for the next 3 or 4 hours, whatever action that they will take, I should not hold them responsible. So because of that, I know how these people can behave. I know how they are brutal, and I want no problem. I don't want to lose this particular child. The only one that I have, I don't want to lose him. So, and I want him to be in no pool Washington or to be any observer for any political party. I want to captain him for you. The woman sharing tears. We took the video and we send it to, those that we're supposed to send it to. This was how terrible things were happening. In my own county, Grand Cape Mount County, you know what the magistrate they were doing? They were changing numbers. I think I'll show you the stuff here. They were changing the numbers. That's what they were doing. Changing numbers. Where, for example, CDC had 97 and the Unity Party maybe having like a 54, they will take one and put it in front of the 54 to make it 154. I'll show it to you here. You saw it. So they will just look at the number of persons that register. Maybe in a particular area, if you have, for example, about 300 persons registering in a particular area, and maybe let's assume that 105 persons turn out to vote. They will cleverly calculate that number, even if the CDC had more number or more votes. In Grand Cape Mount County are telling you more votes. You know what they will do? The balance of the number. If, for example, CDC had like maybe 95 in a place where you have 200 persons turning up, for example, assuming that the CDC having, let's say, 110, and the Unity Party is having, just for an example, maybe the Unity Party is having 25, and the other one is just invalid, for example. They will take the one and put it in front of the 25 to make it 125. That was what was happening. I'll show you all the people here. Now, what these people are doing is intentional. And this leads me back to my brother Chokon. My brother Chokon, on this issue of the December 7 that you continue to flag. With all of what is happening, how important is this particular December rally Bastille? Why is it very important? Why should we as Liberians pay attention to it? Why should we be part of this particular process of December 7? Why is it that Liberians should put their effort, their time, their energy into this particular December 7? Why is it that we should always encourage our people and to ensure that Liberians are part of it? Why is it important? Let's hear from you, sir.
Again, I want to say to you, home and clear.
Very loud and clear. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that December 17th protest is very important. Like I've always said to Liberians who believe that they are waiting for 2029 election, and then Bwaka will be taught a lesson in the rest of them. I totally disagree with people who believe that we should wait for 2029 and to see Waka election. I think Liberians should use this December 17 protest to start teaching Waka the lesson that he needs to hear. Trust me, Waka needs to be taught a lesson beginning December 17. Because if you will sit and say you're waiting for 2029, see some of the things that this party is doing to our country. I hate to hear people talking about December, 2029, 2029. You are wasting your time. 2029 is not promised. So are you going to sit? What if Waka sell the whole country before 2029? Which is 100% possible. If Waka sell the country, what will you do? At that time, you are already foreign or alien. So what will you do? You say your code, your give people their money, but so they can reform the poor money. See some of the things are happening. This party is violating. If they make a look at the highest court in the land, the Supreme Court of Liberia, they say to hell with you people. I'm not listening to you. What do you think when you win 2029 election, somebody will listen to you? What do you think so? We are very far from election. At this time, election commission or the workers should be listening to the court, for example. We are not in campaign mood. A worker can look at a freedom speaker, a constitutional speaker, and criminally removing and the case went at the Supreme Court and the Supreme Court told workers, say, my man, the thing is doing that to if you call Regine speaker, you don't speaker, that many speaker, workers say to hell with you. Chief, where else will you carry your complaint? So the guys are doing everything possible to raise the 2029 election before the 2029 reaches. And that's part of the reason why you must back up, because and one of the arguments here for people to say that, oh, former government official, they're not talking chief. You compare some former government official, Baka will reach a point where he will be executing at least 100 Liberians a day. More than other people who are taking farming in comfort for your own doing. And that is the reason why you can't be coward, you can't be this stupid. That you will be going through your own pain and you're looking for somebody else to get with us. When you're hungry, that somebody can tell you that you're hungry. The pain that you're going through, the real stress, the intimidation, the harassment that you go through on a daily basis. Your children are sitting home, they are not in school, but you are calling from a government official to come talk for you. What kind of idea is that? But I find it extremely difficult to comprehend that. You expect John Weah to live for 1 year, for example, to come say, protest, people there. Even a George Weah, a former president Weah will come to your to come to your defense, to come and stand with you. What's the effort you apply? What have you done? All you do, you say 2029 with that, you'll be wasting your time. Your 2029 must begin now. And you already have a beautiful opportunity with December 17. December 17. You must come out in your number so the world can see that this president is not leading the country properly. Don't say that and say, waiting for 2029. 2029 is not promised. 2029 is not a check written and only by the world charging all in a bank. No, it's not. You can't live better to get used to lawlessness. And you think he's going to release the lawlessness easily. No, you'll be getting it wrong. You must do everything humanly possible for your 2029 to start now. Don't say, waiting. I don't know that will hold our 2 years. No idea is that. So this protest schedule for December 17 should be a perfect opportunity. Because when you protest in your number and you call the government to order, of course, there's a possibility that Baka could have a CCC and turn around and say, I think I'm not really like drug properly. He could change. He could change. But when you just say that, you say, oh, we just waiting for toilet. Amen. Amen. Just today, a pregnant woman was executed by city police. The last time on the old road, a police commander on the road depot killed a pregnant woman. The last time family that had issue, they say our brother will not want to say he looking at somebody like getting crazy. The police went and state on fire. He ate some waiting for 2029. The men broke up Morosa place. The had over 30,000 people that surviving on Morosa. He collected over 14 million from us and banned us. So you are saying that Morosa men are and Morosa men put up to the power. So that is something that we were coming for now. What a surety you have. Your 2029 must begin now. Because when you come out in your number, you tell the world that criminal bracket is not in the country railway. Of course, you will be worried. See, the last time we came out the project, what he did, he made mockery. They all wish he made mockery out of us. And so I'm encouraging Liberians to come out in a number because it is very important. It is important that you come out in your number in protest. You are the one that is going through these things. You can't be calling somebody else for your pain that you're going through. Some of these former government officials, there are some of them that they are covered by. Say, for example, Kanye, when you say foreign century or symmetry, at the end of the day, what happened? He went to Baka, a landed lawyer. He went to Baka to play support. And do you expect there are thousands of Kanye? It's not because they are not something, but there are thousands of them that perform we are given opportunity to better their lives. They betray him even before the election. And their silence, I think it is blessing sufficiently, that I should tell you that some of the people that you are calling on, they are not thinking about you. Some of them are compromised. So you are the one that is expressing your difficulty. You are the one that is expressing your poverty. You are the one that is there harassed. You are the one that is there brutal. Your brothers and sisters are being killed. You are the one that was kind of. You can't sit and say, I'm waiting for who? Nuala of Germany said, when the king for the trade union, I didn't say anything because I was out of trade union. I'm paraphrasing. When it came for the Jews, I did not talk because I was not a Jew. When it came for me, there was no one around to talk for me. That is your case. You are sitting and waiting. The calamities you find out on your life, who do you think will talk for you? What else are you doing that will be the motivating factor that will make more person we have to come and stand by you? You sitting. And he said, waiting for 2029. You must stand up now. Your 2029 must start now. You can't be saying waiting for 2029 when the entire country is almost there. Brother is doing a country in almost there when you say your mobile ball or passport and kill the Christian man. They may just choking the country, knocking, getting people in there, getting small houses. That's not president, brother, choking the country. There when you say about that, you're a Christian man, you just getting people, you put them away. No hair and say, in the morning when you eat, you are a thief. Eating one time, you are a thief on a back. And then you see that you say, oh, we're waiting for 2029. You must be joking. That's all, Labyrinth. Yes, July 7, December 17th, the perfect opportunity that you can use to call back to order. Of course, you will listen. If you come on your number, you will listen. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother, and I agree with you, fellow Liberians. Those of us that are sitting on the fence and think that thing will get in place at the dying moment, you are making a sad mistake. You are making a sad mistake. Those of you who sitting and say, maybe it will change. You are making a sad mistake. We see the first 2 years of this government. Boyka don't even care. He is not even moved by what is going on. With the death, police brutality, hardship, he is not moved. And all of these things that are happening, it doesn't affect Boyka or his ministers. No, they are not affected. There's the reason why they will use platforms to insult people who are raising cogent issue. We insult them. Look at what is happening in Liberia. In broad daylight, Councillor Gloria Mususka, that owned alive her own daughter, was found guilty by the court, sent to prison. Boyka came, he used the same court system and took her from there, sent her to Noka and made her both cheer right in front of our faces. A notorious murderer in presence of Queen Johnson, who committed a crime and was at the police station. Through some of their operatives that were in the police, they say Queen Johnson escaped. The next time, guess what we saw? We saw Queen Johnson to Freeport, some kind of director. Some kind of director, she was there, Freeport. Sitting comfortably, enjoying herself, taking picture all around. Nothing happened. A man who is a notorious figure in Liberia. During the election, he commanded people who own alive our brother, Tamamomo in Lofa, and others. First said Sakila Nyumale. Just say Nyuma Boyka became president. He said, you know what happened? To hell with the Liberian people then. Made a man internal affairs minister. Records are there. So if you're sitting down and think that, manna will fall from heaven, keep sitting down. Keep sitting. Look, this December 17 is something that all of us, whether you are in the diaspora, whether you are in Liberia, be part of it. Look at what is happening, the clip that we play, where you found ministers, instead of contributing to the budget, they are not. They are not. They ain't get time to contribute to budget. The people giving to Joseph Nyuma Boyka Foundation, they get time for budget. They don't have time. Say 1.2 billion, that scheme, forget that thing. Everything going towards their own pocket, is going towards them. You will not benefit. Even if the budget on a Boyka go to 20 million, billion, you will not even benefit. You can benefit. The only thing that happened, these people have expanded their benefits and all of these different how you call or stuff they are supposed to get. I listened to Darius DeLong talking about the issue of salary cut. You think salary cut are Liberian people trouble? The main thing you're supposed to do, you don't know it. You don't want to do it. The benefits alone these people are getting, even if they say we'll not get your salary, their benefit alone is sufficient enough to carry them. Their benefits. Even if they say, okay, we'll waive our salary. These people, look, they play fall out of us because they feel that many of us, we may not be too very critical to look beyond what they are saying. With no disrespect to our people, but most of our people, they are too relaxed. They are not very critical in their thinking. So anything that is true to them, they just take it as a face value and don't want to go beyond it. They don't want to do anything critical. I used to have one of my professors at AMEU. They call him, he's late now. Yeah. They call him Bobby. Bobby used to teach at MC. Bobby taught me when I was at AMEU. He said, imagine at that time, the time I'm talking about that 2000, you call somewhere around 2010, 11, between there. 2010, 2007, 2008. He said, the same virus that is affecting the society, it is the same virus that's even affecting those of you that are in school. And sometimes we laugh over it. He said you come to school so that you can be able to kill the virus, but unfortunately, the virus follow behind you in the school. Just a minute, let me check on something here. My brother Chokon, just a minute. You can go ahead. Let me check on son here.
Yeah, so uh, that's it. Liberians, you need to come up. You know, sometimes when we are saying these things, people get, oh, man, I get it, people change, I get it, people change. Yeah, who change? You really think Baka cares about you? If you can come out in your number, if Baka can be brave to steal from motorcycles, if Baka can be brave to steal from innocent motorcycles who are struggling to survive, who have no other source of income, for the rather they don't motorbike and put food on their table. If Baka can be brave to steal from motorbike, what else Baka can do? If Baka could go to King John, where Liberians, the old citizen was protesting against a foreign company for bad labor practice. If Baka can kill those people and protect the white people, what more Baka can do? And you say, whatever 2029, December 17th is the perfect opportunity that you have to make this right and make Baka to listen. A Baka can be brave to look at the city lawmaker and brutalize that lawmaker using a useless police. What else? Where in the world have you seen a city lawmaker being brutalized? Eh? By a criminal police. Where in the world have you seen that? But that happened on a back and you say, wait about 2029? You'll be joking.
Brother. It's just unfortunate, but again, fellow Liberians, the best thing that we can do is to keep educating you, is to keep telling you about what is happening, is to inform you so that you prepare yourself against this particular tyrant that we have in the name of Boeka. We thought that age was going to help to at least make this man sympathetic, to be, to have some level of empathy for the people, that he would treat them like, you know, a grandfather would treat a grandchild or something like that. But unfortunately, the age has only added more hate and evil to this particular man's behavior. But well, we will do what we continue to do to inform you, and it is up to you to use that information for your own good, for your own benefit. On this note, we'll go to our brother Chokon as he close us from his end. Brother Chokon, let's
And
get your parting
so,
comment.
firstly, I want to apologize for coming on the show very late. But now we're standing and see how to come a little squeeze in a few minutes that I had left.
Sure.
Again, let me use this time to again inform Liberians that this coming December 17th, and the protest organized by Chairman Molu on the stand, we did the Solidarity and Club for a New Day. It is very important that you give your support. It is very important that you come out in your number, at least for our government to listen, because I mean times are hard. Just imagine we are in December, we are not even around December. Things are tough. Things are tough. The guys are clueless. The guys are wicked. They care less. They just eating everywhere, breaking down the homes of people. They care less. And so the best thing you can do is to use your constitutional right to come out and demand your government to do the needful. If that's so, you could be sitting here one day and Baba just said the whole country, before your 2029, you said, we'll start taking investment and then worry about it. So thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother Gray. Until we meet again, have yourself a God bless day, fellow Liberians. Bow from our end and make sure that you watch yourself, especially those of you in Liberia. Make sure your doors are closed. Wash your back. Bow from our end. And we're about to go and bring you a broadcast that is the King's FM Face the Issue.
Improve
the development on some of these problems. For instance, I know it can be argued understandably that the overpass bridge that the Chinese government is about to build, and the road from Cassidy Boulevard to 12th Street, they were all in the Puebla. That's true, but it was blocked in the Puebla. The President Boubacar's visit to China, reassuring China that when we are taking action on the global stage, we will take it with our own interest first as a country, not to please any other person before Liberia's interest, and then people fighting, then we join inside and go stand
Just a final question.
Yeah. So, you see, a visit to the FOCA, to the China Africa Forum, has now got China excited with the new commitment to come do this project. They are in town already because the Minister of Public Works will take the Chinese government will start with say they will do something. When we start on their interest, then we honor with them. Now, anytime we want to do anything on the global stage, the first question is asking what's going to get us as a country. And it was needed for us as group, as a country and people, if other countries benefit from the sugar that is about vote, okay, will never again vote on something that will hurt ourselves as a country and people.
We supposed to even feel Boubacar because of his title. Make him comfortable because of his title. But you see what he's doing. You get a lot of gangsters around here and thinking that the Liberia in front of gangsters is a lie.
You should be concerned as well. Why it is that you're in opposition, you should be concerned. You also have a responsibility to maintain the peace of the country. Though the burden has shifted on the government to maintain the peace.
I've always kept the peace of the Republic of Liberia. During any time, I've kept the peace. During President Dota, I kept the peace. Amos Oyota, I kept the peace. Chancellor, I kept the peace. I've never broken anything in this country. I work for peace in our country, and I'm on record. Even the United Nations know that I work for peace. So I'm not trying to break the peace. What I'm telling you that those people that say they came to rescue us, they are breaking the laws of the Republic, and it is wrong. If you can't see it, it is wrong. It is wrong. Because in the government that I serve, any position was respected. Today, you can say that you're taking the person off because he associated with somebody. No, but you see, we are different. The respect I have for Ellen Johnson, I've kept that respect. And the respect I've kept for her, to respect the laws of the Republic. I even work with Ellen Johnson as a peace ambassador. I don't have a issue of keeping the peace of the country. Of course, we are peaceful. But we will not allow people to break our laws and then intimidate people and we just sit. That would never happen. You know, we're in opposition. Ellen Johnson, Madam Ellen Johnson said, let me give her the respect because that's somebody that I respect so much. She did some things that we disagreed and we went to her and spoke to her. By the rule of law, you know, we have the right to protest and we protest. We went to Ellen and she understood that. She came on the table and we talked.
Outside. And what a wonderful way today and night that we are right here together on this very night, and we are grateful to the Almighty God for everything. And we continue to share and together right here. A lot of things are happening on Joseph Boubacar's Liberia. If you are ending this day untouched and by the brutal and greetings of the day by Joseph Boubacar and his team, then you have to be grateful to the Almighty God. Because what I know for sure is that you may be able to leave your house as an okay person, but you can't be guaranteed that you will return home safe under Joseph Boubacar's administration. And that is the point for sure. And I feel so bad. Just late this evening, disabled people were being bundled out, beating. The videos are all trending. You want me to show you that? Oh, it's too bad. The videos are all trending from the ministerial complex. It's just the evening version of Joseph Boakai and his team work. The other work and relating, please open this stuff. The other work relating to their attitude and conduct, it has to do with a city police officer who allegedly kicked a pregnant woman in the stomach and in a Pinsville belt this morning. Another scene again. This is what they call calamity. What is your definition of calamity when the man of God said that Liberian people, when you let Joseph Boakai to win, you will suffer and there will be serious calamity? What you people were contemplating? What's your definition of calamity? Calamity is disaster. Disaster. Is it not a disaster for you? Your stomach is feeling pain of disaster as we speak. You not gonna, all right? Yeah. So your stomach is feeling pain of disaster as we speak. So what's the issue? You can see it clearly. So when we're talking about calamity, you know, your men of God, and some of them can want to explain to you all these things because maybe they don't know it. That's the problem with them. They don't understand. When God is speaking, when God is speaking to some things, your opponent may not understand some of it as to what God really means at the time he's speaking. So I think that's where the problem can start. But they will be able to tell you when they say calamity, that is what it is, that is what will happen, that is what will happen. So I just look at you people and say, oh yeah, we are here, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, we'll get to that, right? We'll get to that. And I just want for you people, just say that. You know the Unity Party put there. Every day they sitting down, they say, Abraham, where is this, that, here, and that. Me, I don't need their fries, because number one, I know that I'm hungry, but I don't need their food. Because it's not that I'm not hungry. So I will not sit down on the radio and say, I'm okay, no, I'm hungry, but I don't need their food. Because it's poisonous. I don't need it. All right? So there are things that you got to stand up for. But again, we are certainly getting them with God. All things are possible. And so they are doing their own thing. And we are enjoying them doing their own thing. And it's just good for us. So your president, you know, Alisi, last night one of the callers called and almost appeared like he's breaking the news about Joseph Boakai's travel. Though I knew Boakai was going to travel. But I deliberately made it on news. I made him to make it on news to all of us last night that Boakai was going to travel. And what I know about the pattern of this government is that anything I say that Boakai is doing, they are quick to change it, especially when it comes to the immediate and gestures of Boakai, all of those things, they like to change it. I just told you that Boakai can be walking with him in your pocket. When you were walking, going out of town, they take him from your pocket. You know, Boakai had things that from day one that started showing how Joseph Boakai was sick. Joseph Boakai whole argument about countering sickness that Abraham will. Big papi like that. He didn't get anybody to concentrate on. He and his team didn't get nobody to concentrate on but Abraham will. Anything I say that what they want counter. From the day I grabbed into the airport prior to the election, where you were in chair flying around all over, where you got to go to hospital in Austin and say I'm sick, and they say I'm sick. The papi had always responded to me. That's why you see under his government, I'm very careful. If there's anybody that Joseph Boakai does not want to see at all, that he wants to see dragged down, any picking that he wants to see dragged down, because he Joey Alba is number one enemy. But I mean, at the lower level, the grass, the Chemene level, I don't know Chemene, I don't know Chemene, is it Chemene? Or maybe ants level, the ants. If there's any ant that indeed Joseph Boakai does not want to see live, that the other ant that's sitting right here, Joseph Boakai does not want to see this ant live. So anything, Joseph Boakai does not want to see this ant live because this ant started on his ever since. Not today. Now prior to the election, Joseph Boakai started hearing about me ever since. So I know exactly what it is. I've been enjoying it. So as a result, anything I say, you want to go. So you are walking, you see, passing around, you hiking less, so kind of, and pop daddy. Yeah, that the kekele level. Yeah, okay. How they going to kekele level? Kekele level, man, and me. Yeah. God, this country is an interesting country. And you know, the president has left the country again for no good reason. So anybody who wants, gosh, in our country, let me tell you this today, before we can start. There's something I want to say. Sorry, and just from my own perspective. Though it's always been like that. Anytime you learn this today with that, look, everything that happening to us now, if you don't start learning lesson for it, then just forget about it. Because God has his own way to teach people. God can give you practical teaching experiences. These are things that we call teaching experiences, right? Everything that you're going through, they are teaching experiences, and it's teaching you. It's painful. These are practical teaching experiences, and these are experiences that you will never ever forget in your life because it put pain on you. You can see the scars. Those teaching experiences that do with scars, they say, I will teach you lesson. When you hear to me those days, our opponents say, I will teach you lesson. I will do the one to you, it will teach you lesson. That means that something practical they come and do to you, something painful that you will never ever forget in your whole life. They say, I come and teach you lesson. That means they come to visit pain on your body. Pain come and visit your body. Certain portion of your life, pain will visit it. That's what it is. Learn this today. We are all learning, except you don't want to learn. Don't just be angry. So that Jesus is important doing this. No, try to learn. Sometimes some of these things you see it happening. Don't just be angry, but learn from it. Because when you allow anger to override your level of appreciation of what's happening to you now, then you will just think that it is happening because it was just with this person. No. If you look at it as a teaching lessons, that this thing that happening now, it can happen with anybody and not only this man, then of course you are capturing the lesson. But if you just think that only AB doing it to you, then you haven't learned your lesson yet. What AB is doing, God is using what AB is doing to you to teach you that human being can behave. If you look at AB's conduct as human being behavior, then you have learned your lesson. But if you look at AB's conduct as only AB and no other human being can do it, then of course you haven't seen the real thing. You haven't recognized the real battle. Meaning tomorrow God will even show you signs that another human being coming again with the same thing they're able to do again. You will say, no, that was that other man that was doing it. The other man will not do the same thing. That's how you look at it, because God will even show you signs. But because you have not learned your lesson well, from a fair appreciation of how God wants you to understand it, then you get to find yourself always going. And anyway, that's where you are. And some of us, we are learning, and we'll always tell you, this is what I want for you to learn from what's happening to this country, because I'm about to talk on something related to workers' travel. There are certain countries, and I agree. That's why in our constitution, the framers of the constitution, that's why the transition from property requirement before even contesting, property requirement before going to vote. I remember Totman stole one man's car. There's a case we did in the law school. Totman took one man's car. Totman was a lawyer. He took one man's car and used the man's car as part of requirements for him to register to contest the elections in Liberia. Totman, the late Totman. And Totman didn't make the election. He lied. He said he told the man was working with Firestone. I know the man was here at Firestone or something like that. He took the man's car to use it as part of assets that you have, because you have to show properties and things there before you could contest the election at the time. Right? So our constitution said, look, we need to transition from this. It will disenfranchise more people. People don't have to get money. People who are desirous of serving their country, people who have integrity, they have the morals and everything, they have the love for the country, will be denying them. And who knows? Every bad people will want to own property. Anybody will want to kill anybody to get property, because that's the only way. That's why you saw that during those days, the oil business was not easy, because people needed to make medicine so that they will get properties for them to be respected in the society. That's the only way you could vote. That's the only way you could contest election. So people used to kill people. That's the only way. So no kind of debt issues where you got to acquire a certain level of wealth or so forth here and there before you can be respected politically in this country. So the framers of our constitution in 1986, the less of soil and whatever, they said no, let us try our best to take away that element of you got to get any property or this, that, blah, 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 before you can contest to be this here and there. Let the people, because we believe that they are people of integrity, whom they may not have the money, but they have the fair and true will. Fair one, that they love their country and they will want to contest. We can stop them. So as a result, we don't have to say you got to get a property before. No. So I would say for you to be president, you got to reach this age. Then of course you must just be able to reach this age, get SYZ. We're not even putting education there, because now everybody will get money to go to school. They talk all until they are, because there are people in our power there who really, they are people who love this country. They're able to serve this country. They're able to do SYZ. So we don't want to deprive them. Our brethren, some of them, they are good. We don't want to deprive them. So as a result, they took on that thing to say people with integrity. Now, all we need. We don't need wealthy people. We don't need whether you get money or whatever it is, you get blah, blah, blah. That thing that they put in the constitution is not good for us as Liberians. You see, it was good intent, right? But the way we're doing it now in this country is bad. You see, Joseph Boakai being a poor and broke man by virtue of the time of Tubman era, Boakai was never coming to be president in this country. Because he was already owing all of the banks, and he was to check here and there. Boakai was not qualified to be president. Boakai was not coming to contest. George Weah was coming to be president. Boakai was not coming to contest because Boakai was practically begging. So how a beggar can contest in our election? Those days that Boakai will be begging and can't contest in our election. Where they will even look at it and say, Mr. Boakai, what they call you get properties, right? We understand you get property, but all the properties you are already giving it up to the bank as collateral. So they're not even valid for you to get, because these are properties that are already on the decision of the bank. You already living on loan. You say you're living on loan, and what you use as collateral when you go for a loan, and your property then you can use. So all Boakai properties were already subject to bank seizure. So in one way, Boakai participated in the election. He was doing those days. Boakai was not coming to contest. Then we are coming to contest and go free. Right? So, but going on to our constitution, which of course helps some of us too, that in this time and age, Abraham Weah does not have to get any money. He can contest against Edwin So. He can contest against Musa Benete. He can contest against any other person with the exception of George Weah. Let me be blunt with that. He can contest against any other person with the exception of George Weah. Abraham Weah can contest and do whatever, but the day come to contestation against George Weah, Abraham Weah will even perish. In fact, he will just vanish. Not even perish, but he will vanish from the whole thing. The only person who just put his hair or say this, that, what they call Abraham Weah, what they call, but I can contest against any other person, because our constitution says that is what able to happen. That's why you saw a beggar, Joseph Boakai, was able to contest against a wealthy, asset-driven George Weah, because of the constitution. That's what it says, that beggars can even contest against people who have. Because our constitution said that you don't have to have, but you can be a beggar and you can live from anywhere. So George Weah came from that background to say, look, despite I had everything and whatever it is, I came from a very poor background. I came from a very struggling background, and this is me. Forget about what I had. Forget about the riches I had, whatever it is. But I tell you that I'm a true son of Gibraltar. Born of struggle with my grandparents. Not born in a poor home, no. I'm born with teaspoon in my mouth. But because of transition in relationship, I had to follow with my grandmother, whom I had to struggle with. And this is what you see here today. So our constitution made it in a way that people like Joseph Boakai, then who were beggars, they are able to come out today. But it's helping us. Then you want to ask yourself questions, because when you are learning, then you begin to ask yourself questions. You begin to ask a couple of questions. It's really helping us to find somebody who are really begging down there and just give them power. It's really helping, because George Weah played with millions, so it was easy for George Weah to give all power. George Weah has seen money. He has played with money. So to give power, unlike those other African presidents who want to stay long in power and hijack power, you check their roots, the place they come from, they never had money as compared to what George Weah had. What George Weah experienced. Luxury? You're supposed to be discussing luxury when George Weah is in power? When George Weah, oh gosh. You see, this is how unfair Liberians were to George Weah. Ever since you're supposed to defeat Unity Party people and tell them, say, you take that noise from here. Because when some of you were nowhere that George Weah were bringing cars here. That George Weah were bringing plane here, private jet, and so forth. Not George Weah. So why are you going to be discussing it because George Weah is president today? No, they were not. You see, this is what we call the unfair discussion. Because it's nonsensical. For you to bring such a debate, yeah? For you to bring such a debate to say, but that now you should be saying that Boakai, when you see wash on your hand, you must argue. That Boakai, when you see shoes on your foot, you must argue. Right? Because for you to see a beggar going against a wealthy, established young boy in election, that the Constitution said that one. So it makes all of us to be equal. And the equal rights we talk about. Whether you rich or whether you poor, you able to do it like AB now. The Constitution gave me right. I can contest. I can do whatever it is. Because if a beggar, the first beggar ever to participate in our election, ever in the history of this country, I don't know about other presidents, but the first beggar to ever participate in election in this country, in the history of this country, Joseph Boakai. I mean, somebody who was living on loan and participated. Beggar at that level. He's not a businessman. Why you say they may say he's living on loan. They may not say he's doing business on loan, because I know businesses. There's no business in this country or other businesses that don't survive on loan. Businesses are on loan, and that's the normal modus operandi of the business world. People go to take loan here and there. But this is where the human being is telling you that I am living on loan. Let me tell you the level at which Joseph Boakai was. Maybe you didn't know the kind of beggar that went and contested in our election, that you didn't know. That when you see yourself suffering today, you will never, ever. And the worst thing you ever did to yourself is to see Joseph Boakai at that age and give him power. And you think he would think about your future? A futureless person would think about your future? Don't hear him for nothing. Let me tell you something that maybe you may not know. Let me equate Boakai to something that you will know. Have you been in a community where our money, they go to take money from Access Bank? That money that they took, they didn't take it to eat it. So as a result, they are doing their businesses on the strength of, in fact, they are taking loan from Access Bank on the strength contingent upon the kind of businesses that they are doing. So it is the survivability of the business that will continue to maintain that better relationship with Access Bank. Now, then you get one man who goes to the bank, the same Access Bank. He takes money from there and buy food to eat it. The man, your pa, your man that goes to Access Bank takes money from there and bring it home and decide to invest it into business. And the other power man who goes to the same Access Bank takes money from there, come here and put it in pot to cook, put it behind woman business. That kind of beggar that the level Joseph Boakai was told about. When the person says, I am living on loan, that's what it is. I am living on loan. My business is surviving on loan. I have this assets on loan. I have my building, everything on loan. I am building this other house here on loan. Like I have my house now, right? I'm able to go to the bank and tell them, say, look, I want to build so. That my house there, I'm able to give it out. I'm able to use it as collateral. I take loan from the bank. Then I build another something. It's not a bad thing. That's business idea. But if I use my house that I have, then I use it as collateral. Then I took the money from the bank to come put it in a pot and be chasing woman and doing all kinds of things. I'm useless. That is where Joseph Boga was. Oh, you don't know when they say I'm living on loan. How ever you tell you say I'm living on loan? If I tell you say I am living on loan, go look at it. Go look at my life. Go look at this. I'm living on loan. That level the old man want to take money from bank, come and put it in a pot, go be chasing all kinds of things. There. That was it. Oh, you didn't understand that one when you say you were living on loan. What kind of business you were doing? Because he was living practically on loan. You took a person who's a beggar and put him in a chair. Today, Joseph Boakai has left. You know what the people have done to him? I started something, Emma Glasgow, they has a certain program with the Fisheries Group. And I asked him, my man, Luis Kono, to even send me back those mails. I think the email and they sent it to me. There's something about negotiation. We did it at the Royal Grand Hotel. So the guy from Ghana was the one that tutored us. The guy said, he said most of, he said in negotiations or in something is called, but in negotiations, right? If you send, let's say for instance, Sierra Leone wants something from Liberia, and Liberia wants something from Sierra Leone, but they're meeting as partners for them to discuss. They now got to negotiate the terms. Give and take have to go on. And at this point, Liberia decided to send a delegation. The guy said, oh, yeah, there's a technique that they can use. So he said, what the other party can do is to assess the strength of your delegation that you are sending for that discussion. If member of your delegation let woman business, they know the kind of people they're going to bring to that discussion. They know exactly, they know how to set everything up. They know what it is your people then want, what it is, because they want to deal with your good. He said, if that woman business, your people in the delegation, they let woman business, those people then will come with some beautiful, beautiful girls. Just to fool you so that anything they want, yo, just sound it straight. Because you go straight, you see one fine girl passing around, the girl is member of the other people delegation. You see the kind of shoes they're on there, yeah, and then you wake up, so money. Yeah, girl, what do you say? What do you people really want? They say, we want this from that. They say, but why are we hurting our head? These things will be very good for the country. So let's just sign it. Because they have assigned somebody on you already, that person, and turn your brain around. The whole country future, you put it into a woman business because you are representing the country there. That's what the people look at. So, the concessionaires who are in this country, who are multi-millionaires, they understand that you have a beggar president. They know that the man was even calling 10,000. Ego has landed. They know that those things they couldn't bring to Georgia. Because they know when they talk about million, Georgia play with million. In one way can they? When they talk about complexion or talking about complexion or whatever it is, no. But a white man face you want to let me put it that way. Maybe you'll understand it. A white man face you want to bring to can't say you white man you can't stay in front of George Weah. George Weah was in opposition. Where people used to throw bag behind. So you can't even bring that one. You will not move George Weah. You white man you can't let anyone George Weah. You can't show your teeth or what. George Weah have been served by white people before and continues to be respected by them. You can't bring that one. So let's do that one up. Then let's come to the issue of you talking about, oh, we're getting money. There's a job. I will say, but you look at me. I know there's somebody who, you're millionaire, what I play with millions. So you bring a Joseph Boakai, who's a beggar, and then makes him a president. Then the concessionaires, who are multi-millionaires, they say, oh, but then we're ready to carry this man. You see, why is it that indeed Boakai has defaulted from every other person? The people know how to use you. They know your weakness. The body will study. Anything they want for you, they know your weakness. The public likes money. How you think the late, how do call it, Papi? How you think the late, Minister of State, man, and Sylvester Grace, man, yeah, the late. How you think that Papi managed to grab 500,000 from NASCO fast in no time? And then Boakai say go for it. Because Boakai so fresh. The fresh money that landed to Boakai since he became president. Immediately he became president. The fresh money. So Grace knew it too. Grace knew his game. Grace said the man loves money. So even if I'm going for money the wrong way, once it is coming and you will get a share, you will approve it. That's Bwaka for you, because he was a beggar. They know his weakness. They know it. So they are using that. Most of the people around Bwaka, that's what they are doing. They probably lost money. And the Babe will be pressing Costa for 10,000 and take ego as Leonard. And we don't want to know what they probably lost money. Let's go for him. Let's aim for him. That's why you see they're confused. As soon as we get ready, they're slapping. They get ready, they can't say, Papa, we are sending 200,000 just for your scratch car. Papa, you're sending, we'll discuss it. Then, if I hope you know the other side for them, but they can put money inside for them. They believe that they helped in making him president. The sanctions against Samuel Twan, he must pay his dues. They don't get time for that one. They're not going to gain it. So when they come to the one, they play hinky pinky game. That's what it is. The Oranto deal, he gone to Nigeria. That's what I'm coming to now. He's gone to Nigeria because the Oranto people say, look, Bwaka is not there for this travel. So say ArcelorMittal was able to bundle Bwaka out of here, carry him to France, made him to sit down with French president, blah, blah, blah. The Oranto deal people, in Nigeria we're talking about here, they have come now to collect him, bundle him out of here and carry him to Nigeria for that other deal again. They say we're looking for one summit so that you can speak there, that the play will have our discussion concerning it. So every investor, multi-millionaires, you saw the flag I carried today that the people that sent it. Anybody, even RAB here, with all that thing, Bwaka acting like invest with me. If I get real money, I flash it in from Bwaka. If Bwaka not bow down to me, you don't call me AB anymore your whole life. Your president, that your president I'm discussing. So if I get money now, God gave me money, big money. I carry to that your Bwaka, that you feel that talent, that if you're not losing it and show the last jawbone teeth that is there to tell me, say, AB, I never knew you were this smart man. You know, all the things you used to be talking, people used to say, I'm going to go against you, but there was not one day that I even went against you. You know why? Because I knew you were a good man. If Bwaka not tell me that thing there, you don't call me AB. The man lost money. People that couldn't come to Joshua and pass easily, they are passing. Few. That the kind of thing you're looking at, they just sit down. They just say, the man just left the country again. The man just left the country again, going by business. He said he going for speaking engagement in a state. Amen. A jelly, you know how it looks like in Nigeria? The federal government, right? Bwaka is leaving to go for the speaking engagement in a state, Imo State, to go speak their own economy. That put the whole country there, that they are on a level there, right? So it's like in our country here, one country superintendent got ready and said they're having speaking engagement for economic revival in the county. Then they say we're going Marabiao to come and address that forum there. That the place Bwaka gone. That is what it is. Could you imagine that? Are you very contemplating? Are you very seeing how Bwaka bringing down your presidency so low? I gave you reasons. I gave you understanding about how society works. All the things you see, all this, that, here and there. Everybody look for your weakness and they know what you love. That what they will use against you to get you. Could you imagine that? This is the Bwaka. So everybody who want their deal, when you get plane and you get money, and you know they put in to get plane and man, private jet. In fact, they put there the profile of Joseph Bwaka. They say for Bernard Ure to control Joseph Bwaka. Bernard Ure just flashed Joseph Bwaka with 2 trips. Bernard Ure just flashed Joseph Bwaka with 2 trips into a private jet. Forget it. Joseph Bwaka was willing to testify against Alexander Cummings the next day. Then I say, but then you know me. I tell you, say I get problem with Alexander Cummings. I will put you in private jet. Then you will go testify against that man there. Bwaka said, but when you can put me in private jet, you get my lady. I will go testify against Alexander Cummings. Alexander Cummings looked at Bwaka like this and looked at him in the face and said, what? And why is it is happening like this? Bwaka, you don't know me. Bwaka said, but where I know you from? And you see, look, every think you see, this is why your country would not progress, because the kind of president you have. That the kind of president you have, that why your country will never progress. I am telling you what God has opened my eyes to. That's why I'm telling you about that old man. I'm giving you a whole profile of him, where he started, what it is, and then they say blah blah blah. You think I don't know that thing? I know it. People may not understand why our country is like this and will remain like this. Oh no, Joseph Boakai. All I'm doing because they want to call you. No, he doesn't care. That Ape has arrived. He doesn't care. You think if Boakai was somebody who cares the most? You will say, no, man, all the money now, I want it, man. They know it's too much. They get it traveling alone. No. The moment I travel straight, the people will say, oh, there's that, yeah, there's nothing coming from inside. You know, they don't care about what. The prophet does not care about you. You know why? Because the time Joseph Boakai was suffering, you were laughing at him. So that you must be suffering and you must be waiting to come feel sorry for you. The time Joseph Boakai was begging around here, what you were doing and you were laughing. When Costa was talking about how Joseph Boakai was begging, what you were doing, you were not laughing at Joseph Boakai. So that he don't want to feel sorry for you now. Let me ask you the question. That he must feel sorry for you. In fact, Boakai knows you like rent people. He said he like rent people that you see here, so you passing around, you won't care yourself for them. There's nothing. Whether you like it or not, there's never a better president in their life. Everyone else. He said the moment I leave the state, he like people will praise me. In fact, you get people around you and tell him, Mr. President, don't here for nothing. The moment you leave, and you see they say, Joey, I'm gonna come back. Yeah. So the moment you leave the presidency, you see people will tell you, say, you're gonna come back because you were better. The old man loves money. Why put that kind of name there? I told somebody before, no, dual citizenship is a good idea for other countries, enough for Liberians. There are certain things that are good in general, but when it comes to the unique nature of certain people, it's not just good for them. Right? I can look at a beggar in South Africa and make them president of the state central. Look at Nelson Mandela, how they reducing the beggar to prison. They make him from prison. Can you imagine? Nelson Mandela in South Africa, he came from prison. I mean prison. All he needed was the support of his people. That was the wealth that he had. Only thing he needed was the support of his people. That was the wealth that he had. He never disappointed his people. You think the white people, they didn't do anything to come make Nelson Mandela to go against the fellow blacks that were crying behind him, jumping all and they beating them in the street here and there. You think the people that they didn't do anything to influence Nelson Mandela? The white people, they had the economic capacity and economic power of South Africa. Even to date, they still have that. They control it. They control the economic power of South Africa. You think they don't do anything to tempt Nelson Mandela? But a man who was reduced to being a prisoner and came from prison and did not think about what about years he spent in prison, he needed to what? Recount them or replenish them by getting wealth. But he stood for the cause for which he went to prison. Joseph Boakai is not standing for the cause for which you people were standing by him today. Me, I will tell you, hey, whether you like it or not, your business. Me, I will tell you the truth. I don't care about how you feel. I'm not looking for praises. I don't care. I will open your eyes so that you know why we are where we are and why you will stay to where you are because of the kind of person that you put in power. He's greedy. The man was a beggar. Smart. I'm going to remind you about Costa era with him. I'm going to remind you about Costa era. Oh, I should remind you. Oh, you won't remember. Okay, I will not do that because you are aware. Why should I remind you about something that you already know of? You want me to play those excerpts for you? No. And that's what I've told you. In any international negotiations, all the people want to know who are the delegation members that come in, they profile you, quick, blah, blah, blah. They're done with you. They just profile you, they're done with you. They say, the man, come in, want something for the man. I know what he wants. I know what he likes. I know his weakness. The people will look at your weakness, that your weakness they will use against you. And because Joseph Boakai weakness that money, greediness, they will use money. They will just get ready to send private jet. Why you think Joseph Boakai would not want to send Arab somebody else on the kind of thing to say, look, in an economic issue recently, I was able to put my vice president in charge of economic activities to revive the country. So I think my vice president can go on another trip. Then you go address the people on that side and tell the success story. Right?
That's a result of me serving as economic person who brought rice price down. Let Joseph Boakai send VP Kuna. He will not send VP Kun because something bigger is in that trip. The man is great. The people know it. They say the moment you want grab at Joseph Boakai Pape, don't leave him on the soil. You will not get him. Just eject him and tell him, say, Pape, this is your traveling bonus. That one part, you're not coming from the country. You know your country itself. It is a set rule that you get 100,000 on your card. Then you will get president to that one part that set aside. So Joseph Boakai said that for long. He said, so Tikwa. So what you know about them say again? He say, Pape, you know that don't put it. They just calling us now. They say they have arranged. There's a forum that is already going to go arrange, and they have put your name there. The people will arrange for guests, for programs, to profile you, to raise you up. They can arrange and tell you, say, look, we want for you to include this man as guest of honor on this. We want for you to give this man so they can negotiate in the international community. You know what Ellen got most of the peace awards and things. It was negotiated. There were people who went and paid people and tell them, say, you gave the award to Ellen. You gave the one. You think some other thing they can just count silver platter? No. People go out and say because they have interest in you and what they want to get from you. If they know you love this thing about glamour and of course glamorous activities and blah blah blah, they say, okay, this person loves to be respected, whatever you will do this for the person. That is what they do. So they will look at that. They will arrange programs. They will say, the other summit coming up. Okay, the other summit coming up. We want for you to include this man there so that he will come as our guest. We will send a flight for him, everything. You're not responsible for that. We will send flight, everything. We will make all the necessary arrangement just for the nothing that he just coming on a filthy or fairy tale trip or whatever it is. Include him as your guest that he's going to be making a statement. Just do that for us. We will send a flight for him. Simple. Now, all you see that's all. There's an Oronto deal on the table. And we are discussing that. Then Boakai go to state to go address. You must know. You must know. Do you know how many important trips then came to this country under we are administrations? As soon as you will send Samuel Tuer, he get ready and send the other person, here and there. Yeah. Not everywhere you just appear there. But Boakai believe in the travel bonuses and he believe in the money that are behind it. And this is it. That's why our country is where it is. They will be here Joma for here and Nigeria for no reason. I will open your eyes to some of these things. They don't like me for that. But I will tell you, the shocking news for tonight is not only that, but I will tell you. You see, many of you may not be able to appreciate us today because we are Abraham. We are sitting here today. You can say, no, nobody insulting the Pape. What I just said just now, you have nothing to do with insult. Because these are things that are factual. That I'm just telling you. And which are very much factual. And whether you like it or not, you go or you come down. Anybody wants to what? Just say, that's the fact. I'm not here to come and sugarcoat things or whatever it is. I'm doing comparative analysis. No analysis, I'm doing comparison. I'm analyzing everything based on comparisons. And you are seeing them. Right? Yeah, you are seeing them. Because you people may not understand it. You don't understand it. Because this is what I'm telling you the fact. Let me tell you now the other area that we're going tonight, and I will tell you why. Do you know that Joseph Boakai, our president, had his program? He said something that's strange that you people didn't care, but Israel highlighted it, and thanks so much, Israel, for being very much smart to capture that. This Pape loves money. Anything that brings in money, and anybody who stands in the way of that thing, he will get serious problem with you. I'm about to play you an audio. And for me, I told you I'm not here for the politics. No. The last time I told you people that on the issue of drug or whatever it is, politics. But I want for you to take your time, listen to the Pape. Listen to him good. And I want to see your comments following his statements on there. Those of you online. For those of you offline, no problem. You can reserve your comment. And because there's no other way I'll be able to see it. But thank you so much. I know you will do. So let us listen to him attentively. There's somewhere I want to expose him. We just left from here. You go on that side. This is your president here speaking. You listen to him. You will talk about the issue, about the economy. You will even kind of lie, say the AEC is now stable. In fact, electricity is now starting from EWA Junction. electricity
of the birthday,
that being in Dwazon, that
the
being
number
as
of
far as
people that were here
airport,
from
that
all
being as
over,
far as the area that Joseph Boga say,
very
yeah, you see now,
encouraging,
very
and
to
I'm
start
very
electricity
grateful.
now, from here, there be a
All
junction, all the way there.
people.
That airport tree, then at the place,
I actually had come here because I wanted to avoid the
you see
crowd.
some of the
It
things,
looks
but let's
like I
listen
should
to
have
him. I
stayed in
want for you to
Europe.
have a time listen.
So a few things have happened in agriculture. The rice production is rising with nearly 15,000 hectares under cultivation. And we like to highlight that because all of these are based on information given us by those who are key players. So when they talk, you can go and check behind them. You didn't see it, let us know. Governance is strengthening as the rule of law is improved.
So listen, he said agriculture, what they call here, and then they will soon be harvesting rice all over the country. In fact, by next year, we'll be eating our own rice now. Now, what the Papa just said to his people, he said he is saying it because his people then who are the technicians, they are told him say it coming happen. So what he's now saying, he's not even sure that we should go and check. When we not see it, then we can't tell him. Huh? He didn't say he said and see you. He said because he's saying it because I want to told him. So we should go and check. Then we not see it, then we can't tell him. So that's what he said here. Now your power speaking here. So our power.
We are not relenting in our fight against corruption, and have already begun setting examples to demonstrate our seriousness. The national security has improved. We must continue to intensify our effort against drugs. And I want to say that from all indication, even the fight against drugs is taken very serious, including the citizens themselves.
Okay, so he's coming to drug now. This is my focus. Pay attention. Pay attention, please. Pay attention. I shouldn't be the only one seeing what I'm about to talk about. I want for you to see it first before I even talk about it. Pay attention. He's on drug. He said, in fact, drug is taking now a serious attention, which of course is 100% correct. The citizens are involved. Citizens are taking an initiative. There are a lot of protests and communities are now involved. The LDA new team, they are working very hard. But listen to the disappointing part of it, and I will tell you why.
I want to be grateful to them. Our young people need to be rehabilitated.
And he just praised the drugs people. And he just praised the fight against drug. And he passed by it. We'll still come back to it again. You will see he referenced it for a specific reason. I will tell you that reason as we move on.
So it's not just fighting the drugs, but to rehabilitate some of those who've been affected. The economy is stabilizing. Growth is accelerating. We will track the outcomes of foreign trips and engagements with development partners and ensure that Liberia benefits from these trips and from our efforts. The high demand of leadership will continue to guide our appointments. We have to have rigorous vetting of critical positions and not at business as usual.
Have you people seen this shirt that only Papaya? Do you know that medicine shirt? Do you know that this is the only filthy shirt that the Papaya still holds onto himself, no matter what it is? That the only shirt, this shirt, it is Baka shirt forever. Now the medicine shirt, but let's do that one day. I just want to bring your attention to something. They want to just say
it's not going to be based on party relations or any family connection. Because if this country has to move, we have to put the right people in place, people who love the country, people who want to see a good country, and people who are competent, but also in the infrastructure. It's expanding. Electricity, and I see people are feeling that electricity is moving. I think one of the most recent ones is that want to take it all the way to Ramos Street from here to Bay Junction. I think that is ongoing.
So you see, he said United City is improving now. And the biggest achievement that they have so far is to take United City from ERWA Junction straight to Rawal Sport. Come on, people. You see, anyway, no problem. Let's agree, because he said the people then that what they call that they didn't want telling you. So they say they didn't want to study AEC. When I had real area that was rotting down there, that he couldn't even get current there, George Weah made current to be stable there. But let's leave that one there. Let's leave that one there. That's not the issue I want to talk about tonight. Let's leave that one there.
We want to warn those people who are doing these jobs that they are not, like I tell the police, that the badges they wear are not.
So you see, the Pape praised the Drug Enforcement Agency. He praised the fight against the drugs in this country, which I agree with. Now, he is about to denigrate the fighters, and I will tell you why. The people who are making drugs, who are fighting drugs, he is praising the revolution, the change, and the kind of effort that being exerted, concerted effort, so forth, right? You come and see now what did Joseph Boakai come and do to the drug fighters?
That's hunting license. I see the drug and drug people, they're running wild with things as if to say there's a license for them to break the law. That's not what we said.
You see that? Joseph Boakai looked at the police, and when they said they didn't use their badge to see alerting, then he comes to the drugs fighters. He said, you see the drug fighters, they are using their drugs. What did he say? Let us get back to him so that we don't miss quoting here. Because the drug fighters themselves are listening. And if you are out there, just know why your father is.
They are not, like I tell the police, that the badges they wear are not hunting license. I see the drug and drug people, they're running wild with things as if to say there's a license for them to break the law.
He said, I see the drug people, they are running wide, like they are using their offices as licenses to break the law. This old man just praised the kind of way drug is being fought in recent time. Then he's having problem with the fighters. I agree. These drug guys, there may be people among them, but to a significant level, there have been some level of improvements in the fight against drug by the fighters, especially the current new team that they just put there. But because Tantan Boakai then, they are customers. Joseph Boakai, the places then that he can get some of the money from, I tell you, the Pape is very greedy. Or the Pape doesn't care about where money comes from or whatever it is. Because Tantan Boakai then, no wonder the other LDA boss was dismissed because he said there are people higher up in government who are also involved with the drug thing. Because Tantan Boakai then carry complaint that they are grabbing their clients. Those people who bring in drugs from Lofa, Foya, all those things. Joseph Boakai is having fight problem with ANC, the men, and they are breaking all the laws. That the only area Joseph Boakai able to condemn, he's not able to condemn police brutality. He not condemn that one. Boakai is condemning officers who are fighting drugs. You see how terrible this old man is when I told you, say, anything that will bring him money is what you will focus on. Boakai, you know, Pape, you know, oh God, one thing about you can't hire your team, because your children complaining these people now. Because your children complaining these people. Let's agree. There are instances here and there. But if you look at it, Boakai, I thought you have said at the time you were even praising the issue about the fight against drug here and there, you're going to say you thank to the new team. Boakai never referenced the new team. He went straight to condemn the drug fighters because they are fighting his interests. They are fighting his interests. That's Boakai for you. You know how many laws Boakai has broken in this country? You talk about law breaking, the rule of law is intact, or this, that, blah, blah, blah. You know how many laws Bwaka has broken in this country? Bwaka is not a respecter of law. Why am I come to only drug issue? Then you talk about the breaking law. That the only area they can break law. Eh? Do you know how many laws have been broken in this country? That only drug area you will speak. Then you talk about the point going why and why they call you? Oh, Bwaka. Wow. Anyway, thanks to you and your children. Like I said, that the place Bwaka can get your money there from. That papa is greedy for money. He doesn't care where it comes from. He doesn't care. So I now believe the former DA boss who said that there are people higher up in government who are involved with this fight and undermining the fight against drug. Because for Joseph Boakai to be condemning the rigorous fight against drug now, you know what you are doing to those guys? You say even your presidency, you're lawless, you're lying on people. There's no drug issue you're fighting. You can't arrest people, you carry people. That's why your president said, your own president said it, your own boss man said it. You know what you have done to these guys? You, Joseph Boakai, you were able to say that. Oh, maybe you think I'm just trying to exaggerate it, right? Okay, so let me play it back so that you can get it, and then we know exactly where we are getting as a people tonight. Let me play it back so that you can get him. Yeah, it's good you get him yourself. If you are a drug fighter, this is how the papier has appraised you people, and you're going wild.
They are not, like I tell the police, the badges they wear are not hunting license. I see the drug and drug people, they're running wild with things as if to say it's a license for them to break the law. The results not showing what you do.
Oh, God, this is something. You know, it is God. And all I can tell you people, it is just God. It is God, and I thank God for exposing this old man every day. No wonder. His children have carried the people complain. His higher ups have carried the people complain. And I just thank the Almighty God for the knowledge, the wisdom, and understanding He continues to share with us. That his children then told him to come and say that you are right, Helena Wilson. And Wilson, you are right. That his children told him, say, go tell your people who say they're fighting drug, because they're sitting in a cabinet meeting, they are there. Let them hear it. That they are just going wild all over the place. And the only thing he could condemn, the only security forces that he condemned down there is the drug team. Folks, for some of these things, you know, sometimes you don't want to talk too much. You don't want to put this here and there. But the facts are speaking for themselves. And like I said, told you, one Joseph Boakai is greedy and love money. All the investors that come to this country, they don't got to hear their hay. They know that Boakai already has the legislature under his control. So all they need to do is give Joseph Boakai the money, put him in private jet, carry him somewhere, look for some kind of occasion where he will go and speak, finish. The moment he speaks there and come back, those people will pass it because that regime speaker, that regime protein, everybody's scared of Boakai because the man has money. The man loves money. All the investors know Boakai loves money. Boakai will mortgage our country. He doesn't care about you Liberian people. That boy will come down here, sitting down here, be doing all kinds of things. Let's get to the line, interact with you. ALCI, you talk about the drug business because money in drugs. Your children are bringing in money. You are having a share in the money. So anything that has to do with money, business, Boakai does not care about whether it impacts you people or affects you people. And your business, we are getting there. Let's get to the lines and interact with you, our callers right here on this very day. I think we have sufficient time. You know, he will never talk about the police, Bobby. That thing. He will never. He was just talking about the drug people being lawless. No, you hear that one. I beg you. Let's get to the line. Hello, how are you doing?
Okay, thank you. One minute, my name is channel for community call. I'm not pastor. I'm a soldier. I told you last time. I said the 7 head beast in the book of Revelation. That the 7 head beast sitting in the mansion. I told you before. Everything that you are saying, God bless you. God revealed to you because the book of Revelation have been opened. The sermons to you have been broken. Those that not know the book of Revelation, they will not see the reality. But those that read the book of Revelation understand the figurative language that Jesus spoke. The secret of the kingdom of heaven is right in the book of Revelation.
Okay.
And how to know the peace.
We got that.
In the book of Revelation.
Okay.
So everything the seven here and the 10 home.
Okay. We got that. We got that message already. Thank you so much, my brother, for your contribution. Yeah, that area. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get to the next. Let's get to the next caller. Thank you. All right. Yeah. 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 Let's hear from you quickly.
Just understand. You don't know what is unfolding. It's a calculated plan. You say Bola go to Nigeria to Imo State. Now it's just not ordinary thing. You are aware of what happening to FPRC?
Okay.
And do you know the population of Imo State? Imo State is 5.4 million. And Imo State is one of the most higher producer of petroleum to Nigeria. So Bola going to Imo State is just on the surface from Liberia. The manager at FPRC is a word of Bola visit to Imo State.
We just said that oil deal business have a big going down there for.
No, I was just doing a research. Are you aware that on the immersion is not present? That weapon is there. Stand on, Spoon FM that gave you information. The immersion cannot tell where is Joseph Boaga.
No, but he just landed and I saw the video. He just landed there. I saw the video with him landing there.
Because immersion cannot tell us that the president have left Liberia to Nigeria to Imo State to go meet a senator.
No, they didn't say that. They say he went on a speaker engagement. I think the video is up.
So get back to Spoon FM.
No, I'm seeing on E-Mansion. I don't have a reference phone. No. I'm seeing on E-Mansion. What I'm seeing on E-Mansion is what I'm referencing, please. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, well,
yeah, let's hear from you.
Yeah, every God guy for a reason. Play the game, every. You know what he said? At the end, he said it is the one that will speak for you. Now you will be using your open person in the name of ODA working, but he's not telling all that you got stable electricity. You got it all 60%. You're saying that what will speak for them? Why you not telling all that you get stable electricity, you get that. Are you going to be talking this? Into July? See the level of deception? When you say, oh, the paper is not working, then yesterday you have to criticize the issue of celebrating birthday. But today, July, the man is dancing in celebrating, the man enjoy. So if you ask the question tonight, why you think that you score an opportunity, you give that opportunity and give the man, which kind of opportunity? What you think you like? What you think you get from that?
Nothing you will get from them, my brother. That's what I'm saying. And of course, a big mistake. They saw it, they did it. Thank you so much, my brother. Let me get on to Leo. Leo, let's hear from you.
The professor, how are you, sir?
I'm doing so great. Go on, let's listen to you.
Oh, maybe good show anyway. This president is a con artist. We keep saying it. The papi is fighting the drug fighters now to ease off. If you hear him say don't use your office as a license, that code. You telling them say, look, you ease off because the children got to make money off of the thing.
You're right.
And so these guys who are going into the fight against drug with a whole high spirit, soul, and body, watch it, AB. They may come and start easing off on it. The papi just said it. It's like you say, you get, maybe you get me your clothes to say, oh, you take my clothes to the laundry. I'll bring it back to you. And say, well, why you wash it so clean? They think too clean, my man. I mean, am I not supposed to bring it clean to you? The papi is a big time con artist, and we have seen him for who he is. Maybe we were not reading. The papi in his statement said the economy is good. I was listening, he said the economy is good. Maybe how many people that are working right now in our country, how many people that are able to send their kids to school, how many people that are able to put square meal on the table to eat. But the papi is sitting now on the media saying that our economy is good. That's telling international investors, say, look, we are not even coming again because right now we can handle our own economy. Maybe the papi is putting our country in trouble.
You're right.
But thank you for the show. Let my other guys go. Thank you.
All right, thank you, my brother, for your contribution. We are certainly getting there. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello?
Yeah, let's hear from you quickly.
Yeah, AB, how you doing, man?
Fine, please go on quickly. Let's hear from you, ADP.
My name is Eddie P. calling from Chicken Soup Factory. You know, AB, let me be good to you. If anybody that can lie, I see no other president can lie equal to the papi they call Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe tell us that today we get stable electricity. It's good, Uncle Joe. We know that we're in dry season, we're in a rainy season time. So what do you expect, Uncle Joe? The coin will be stable. The coin will be very, very stable. And you come out to tell us today, the moment we get in dry season, the third challenge will be coming. I don't know, what will you tell all? When you continue to laugh to all this way, everything, nothing you leave it behind you. You're so grateful for everything. That's how you want to work our country. But you see, I can tell you this, God, anything you do, God will not bless you. I'm one person, no, I even want to see you. I just want for you to get vanished out of the air to be honest with you. Because today people in actual poverty. To be honest, Eddie, what kind of person is this? You suffer all. I tell you, I say the old people, if they will not join in the struggle today to fight the old Joe, you need a child, Joe, it will affect your child. Because of the wicked person will get it called Uncle Joe. Very ungrateful man. Today, you tell us that more children will say on the street. Do you know how many children on the street today? Pour take care of all? Pour take care of our children? Uncle Joe, stop the thing. What you doing, it will haunt you. Uncle Joe will tell you today, you must kissing man. Stop that you do the like people. The pour take care of all. See how you can rescue Uncle Joe. That your own brother son, coming any people chicken soup factory. Uncle Joe, you tell us that you're going to poke that chicken soup factory. Up to now, the quota and I can chicken soup factory, Uncle Joe. I don't know what you're waiting for. Time is running away from you, Uncle Joe. Stop the thing, Uncle Joe. I will always pray. I will not pray God for you. You will never succeed. I always pray God to see your dad for Uncle Joe. Thank you.
Why are you expecting the man to do good for you? Then you praying for you. That's succeed again. Hello, how are you doing?
Good evening to your night.
Yeah, let's hear from you, please.
Yeah, no, sorry, I don't have the radio because the station is here. I don't want to make no recommendation. I eat Grand Crew.
Okay.
Yeah, my recommendation is your program is so interesting and I used to follow it when I was in town. But I want you to please explain the Grand Crew.
Yeah, we are networking that. I tell you for sure. I know the demand is very high. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. We'll do.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Hello, how you doing?
Hello, baby.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing good, and you?
Fine. Please go on quickly. Your name, please.
My name is Victor P. Travel Community of Sergeant Fleet.
All right, Sergeant Fleet, go on.
Baby, the trouble that Uncle Joe went on, are you going to bring investors into our country? Or is just going to waste our resources again?
Well, we don't know. Though they only said he had gone there, but they didn't tell us what he's going to bring from there.
I think Joseph Nimabueka, you know, the party, advisors are around the president, need to tell the president to sit down. Because the president is roaming all over the place and we are not benefiting anything from the president. We just listen to him when he got a cabinet meeting a few days, he's coughing. He needs to run. Then they keep trying to young, the old men to play.
But the man who do that now, what do you do? You think the people stop it? The man so nothing, and you have asked the people don't go there when you say I will go, I can make it. What did the poor do now? He the president.
He continue postly. That person is watching with Igua. And one of these days he may regret. And at the time it was too late.
All right, no problem.
The
man saying you can make it. The man saying you can make it. What a big deal about that. Thank you. Hello, how you doing?
Thank you very much. Good evening, Eddie.
Yeah, let's hear from you, my brother. Good evening.
Thank you, Eddie. I'm Spencer Mohammed and I caught my profile corner down Coast Gold Hill, West Town community. Eddie, firstly, I want to tell you thank you for this discussion this night. In my mind, the meeting or the quote unquote retreat the president had, he was speaking of frustration because a president who campaigned that he was coming to fight against drugs, a president who declared drugs as an emergency to sit down and start undermining the same fight is very frustrating. It tells you that the president's interest is being tampered with and he has to come out to protect his interest. Clearly indicating that the drugs that were coming to this country, it was Joe Parker and his children that were breaking drugs. Because the guys are at the end of power today, they are vigorously fighting him and his interest is being tampered with. That's why he has undermined his fight against drugs. And hence, going forward, the fight against drugs will not be aggressive as you guys were doing it. And the next thing, Eddie, over the years, in the last 50 years, people say President Weah was spending the country money. That's why they voted against him. What is Joe Parker doing today with that money? 2 years, going to 3 years. What is he doing with that money? The same thing they condemned yesterday. We see the man left with no big playing again to go to Nigeria again. Is this what they voted him for? Is he using that money wisely? And is this internet divisions who cried yesterday? Are you getting what you wanted for Joe Bwakai? The whole wise is quite sufficient. Maybe we always come here to remind the people so that Liberia can get better on the president. We shall return in 2029. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Spencer.
Always giving us the opportunity to make our project.
I appreciate that, my brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hello, how are you doing? Let's get on. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, could you hear me?
Yep, let's hear from you, please.
Yeah, Peter Powerfully from Joseph. Thank you very much, my brother, for the topic. Maybe we are in trouble, my brother. Waka, what you are paying to ATL money? What say, Joe, we are bringing drugs. So we are importing drugs for your children, for state power. No drugs will be here. That he won't contaminate drug people. That Waka contaminate drug people. The police people are killing people that are using brutality on the selling in the country. Every today, we're coming from Kakatan. The police men kick the pregnant woman in red today. That is it. What can I condemn that one? What can I condemn that one? That people dollar is thing by force. What can I condemn that one? That is the people that are fighting. To me, I say, see for the country. I'm fighting drugs. To me, man, the drug because it's story selling the drug. The minister is selling the drug because the director say, hey, he said, come out, take that, come out, selling drugs. What can I condemn that one? That the drug will have tried their best. That one for that condemn me. Why the civil society could have making statement? That was saying, all kinds of things, the council was shutting our opening our mob when they get only a quarter. They were saying, all kinds of things about joy. That joy we are praying our story. When they enter there, when they all man, but they for the 5 years, making the kind of statement. But let me tell you, Ebi, anything I forgot doing for president, every family, you say, I go to resources for Nigeria, all agriculture, you got doing nothing. Waka and Tory, they will pay for it. We will swear Waka and Tory, they will pay for it on the ground. Thank you very much.
Thanks, man, for your contribution. Our mothers are speaking, and we appreciate them for that. Hello, how are you doing? Pascal Davis, let's hear from you quickly.
Yeah, Chief, thank you.
Yeah.
We'll always pray for you. You will live long, and all will live to see the country is being redeemed. We will live to see it by the grace of God. So, that means, first of all, say, nobody in this country can more than broadcast. Have you heard the name? I know Jake Kapakoli.
Yeah, Jake Kapakoli. Yeah, it's me, man. I know one of you who causing or who.
Nobody gamble in Liberia compared to him. Check it out. You can find anybody to get that record. Nobody in the world gamble more than Jake Kapakoli. It takes 10,000-15,000 US from gamble bull. We used to talk about Santa and the rest of them. If the president is gambling the country, then it might be his judgment. No, Eddie, there's one thing all of us have not to work for. And it's getting the country. The MCC report says the resources of Liberia, gold, diamond, iron, you name the rest. It says it is vulnerable on President Bwakai. How many of your media colleagues have got interest in that? The MCC report says resources are not protected. Honor this government. I don't want to talk about police brutality. They locate 5 persons in jail. They give each of the family 2,500. Honor Bwakai. So to start pregnant woman by policemen, what's the deal? We don't all see the thing because the woman is devilish. He doesn't attack. In fact, he's angry. The first thing somebody said, one of the officials said people in the government higher up, they're drinking just in the country. Mr. Bwakai took the men from air the next morning. You really think he's happy that people are fighting drugs? He's not happy because it is their social thinking. Yes. So look, all we need to do is to rise up. But who is having Malu? Who is in the civil society grouping? Besides mobile Malu, which civil society grouping? Which special grouping?
They are all dead. They all gone.
So it's saddening. The other man who used to be under one party, under Martin, but you know that he now works at the LBA. He's one of the bullshitters there. Have you checked that record out to find out? Yes, he's there. So who is going to help Malu? Are we just going to stay back and be talking? We need to rise up.
Okay.
Or else the country will be nothing.
Pascal
This
Davis.
all make he got to leave the state. Our people are dying.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Pascal Davis, thank you, my brother, for your contribution. I appreciate that. Hi, gosh. Hello, how you doing? Hi. All right, so let me get on to this one. Okay, this one will do. Hello? Yeah.
This is the Common Board Chairman. I'm Chairman Peter Sa. I joined from Stockholm to Sufu. This President Chao, for all indication, it tells us that this oil deal, the oil blast that they've been discussing, is what the president want to finally consummate, that the deal want to consummate. I know they say all is a chugu whatsoever Orlando deal, but people in Ladua, now oil blast, or from the speaker for nothing, you don't fight in the sea. But in all of the whole sanity, yeah, there was hit, you guys are hitting up, now I go on Nigeria to go sell it. What kind of life is it? What kind of culture is this? How do we get in the first place? You looking at somebody like President Boakai condemning police or DA today, telling them they're breaking laws. Are you on resettled law when you just say the Supreme Court here? All of the police brutality, killing people doing this, you have never said anything towards it. But today, because men are Dominic Malu, their business not going again. Dominic Malu is the best friend to Otata, the man who's hailing the North Cartel for Joseph Boha and family. That he named the colonel in the last time. Judgment not billable. They let a guy out. He's out. He's alive. He said, telling Judge, those are the guys who are back telling them, you gotta do that, you gotta do that, you gotta tell them to slow down. Well, bro, let me tell you this as I'm living in land. Let me get all of more chance. We gotta run it around Molu on the 17th because what is going on now, our country is being ushered in bits and pieces. If we don't stand up now, Labro will be finished. Then if I say you feel Labro, you're really finishing Labro. Thank you for giving me the time this evening.
Boss, great. Let me get on to this one. Then we get on to the female line. Hello, how you doing?
Oh, how you doing? Hello,
yeah, go on. Let's listen to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Bill. This is Nima Sidiki, commonly known as Sidiki Kloban, a motorcyclist. AB Gossin Will. This government has once celebrated behind calamity for Australia Labrador. The incident that took place in Red today, AB, I'm a motorcyclist. He has been an The guy going rain. Can you imagine a pregnant woman, you are 8 months, if that woman can say, kind of small thing, it doesn't mean Elena. Tina is a all. Even a security personnel, a few kind of woman, pregnant woman, why you can't consider them to go? The man had to push that woman to the tick on your stomach. To AB, if you reach you wrong line, the surveillance running behind security officer, running behind animals. There's a complete carrying to the security sector. The security that go there, the safety and the safety that go there, the security, because what? And then we live in this country. They're gonna be very, very careful here because you will. That's gonna be for every one of us. Can you imagine? Even the next one coming out, the police coming, the guys in too. Then you.
Sigi, you break in.
Yeah,
yeah, try. Go on. Yeah, I didn't get some, but at least you
look at it. Look at the behavior coming very, very wrong, Eddie. Ray ever had a heartbeat. Can you imagine? Today, any of you reaching around like when only the animals can have pull the gun and throw a check down up at that put the had also want to break everything. Come the guy on the street. Most of them in but they are just a criminal you ready to told them in our post. The government had to come down to the guy, kill the guy on the street. The second warning today is that new garden that will market a gas station. Probably Johnson. If the police will not pay that for that, there will be a massacre between the psychologists and police will take the government to see. This is Dima Sidiki, motorcycle calling.
All right, my brother. Thank you so much for your contribution. We appreciate it. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, brother Eddie.
Yeah.
Fine, oh, let's hear from you.
Baby.
Fine, oh.
Okay, thank you. Calling for Clarita. The senior today is my name. Thank you, brother. That God bless you. God will always teach you that what we say is teach your life because He's teaching us. We laying for you. We laying for you. Good Papa. They so want that person to give up. Then the kid of benefit, so get getting so. That's why yes, city now they more than 25 travel now he bring rap. So voila. That is when you see them more immoral time, get to say they not getting it. You they will post some your president moving Nigeria. What do you want to do Nigeria? All the Google say you know, you bring father that Nigeria in going. But the poor, all not get what to do. He carry and said that kind of fame when he carry it from the people, tell the people can run away from you. That ain't carrying Nigeria. Come on, man, they say, Joey, I don't know nothing, but Joey, I think the all rest more than you because business not going. People children not going to school. But he paying 10 million more info that in that push there. I think go score money. When they talking, say the country better. That he made the country better. Thank you, brother. God bless you.
Thanks, man. You're most welcome. Ma, Dorothy, let's hear from you, Mandy.
Yeah, Amy, how you doing?
I'm doing so fine. Great to hear from you.
Yes. You know, I'm getting Liberian saying, and I'm watching the stuff on the internet saying, oh, it's supposed to be someone in Liberia, it's going to be dry season, but it raining. How will it be raining to you? Do you guys go on the internet and see what's going on in Grange there? They're cutting down all the trees. Over there, they're cutting the trees, not making wood out of it. But I know what they're doing over there, they're cutting down the trees. And once you're cutting down the trees that's supposed to stop the rain, it's going to be raining. Y'all got to challenge people in your country over there. Digging all over to sell saying. You think you can happen to Ghana or Nigeria? Your president leaves today, he's going to sell Liberia oil or whatsoever to Nigeria. He left, he went bombing plantation, he go on cabinet meeting. He went for a birthday party, they just twisted the other way around. And everyone else said, I ain't that bro, we'll wait for 2020 now, for 2020. You wait for 2020 now. Before you all know it, you and Liberia, you will put it together, yeah, people and say you. Then December 17 are coming. Liberians, y'all wake up. Y'all wake up. Y'all go to war. So police people look at the lady that who is MCC mayor whatsoever to kick the in the street and kick that lady in her stomach today. With no good hospital facility in Liberia. And y'all check that over there and trying to make that country be a police state. They want the military take over. They always say, oh, military take over. We got democracy.
Oh, close our border. Close our border.
When you wake up, the military will take over. We're going to get advantage, even take them to the military. I watched that video when the military had to celebrate his West anniversary. They made a scene. He ran the keke, he ran the motorcycle every day. As soon as I wake up, the first thing I go to Liberia. So I get all the information, how they going to send to me? They made rented the keke and the motorbike to celebrate his anniversary. Only because the motorcycle made me hire me, but our police military member on it. They denied me. That was going and team fire over there. But all police people were passing and they didn't allow him. And they're sitting there, they're talking about 2020. Now they were set. So the criminal people from America will say, yo, the people are saying that government I can't go to college. That's it. Now.
Okay. Monty, thank you, Monty. I know for surely rallying cause. Not just easy. Everyone is just a bit angry. Let me get on to the other WhatsApp line. Let's hear from you. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, brother Andy? God bless you, brother. Thanks for the hard work. And, every day we all will pray for you for, the blessing and the information. Because the election 2029 is today. We got to prepare for it today. We can't wait for that time to say we're prepared. Yeah, and the mission got to be on today. And we thank all of you for the work that you are doing. And I don't wonder why people were going to that Guinea-Bissau because of the drugs thing. You understand? Because Guinea-Bissau is one of the leading roads, is one of the transit to the world, the world at large in all these drug stuff and things. Okay. No wonder why you are on the road going up and down there. And to our Liberian people, this is Joseph calling from New York. Okay. To our Liberian people, you shouldn't relent. Wherever you people are, that pregnant woman you're talking, anytime the police people come, when they are in their move, you take on your phone, you record and put it on the internet. You shouldn't be afraid. That will be your living witnesses that the world will see and know the treatment that you're getting. Don't relent. Wherever you see them, take on your phone and record and put it there. That will be your witness, that your defense. Brother, thank you. Thanks for the hard work.
Thanks so much for your contribution, Sakoli. Hello. Yeah.
Amen. Good. Amen. You can leave our president. We knew what the man was supposed to do. We talked to you, just busting your head everything. So that man go nowhere. The man just went where he collect Barontin, so he will go and do. So the whole thing you say that we tired because the whole thing. Look at the thing the man talking. See how the man praising DA. They kind of go where DA do he praising them. So that thing there, the whole thing, the thing is just negative plus negative. So that yeah, I beg you, your leader, man. In fact, the December says that coming, the man will get something, go where they get something and kind of share with the 15 country, and they pay the party for the every country. So how you expect the man to do it?
Thank you, my brother, for your contribution. We appreciate you and for your comments. And it's very important for our country. When these things have been said, that's what reminds Liberians about decision making. It's hurting them, but it's up to them. And what are you doing?
Amy?
Yeah.
Marvete.
Yeah, Marvete. Let's hear from you.
Thank you. God will bless you. Anyway, God will carry you. Lord, I will all you. Oh, your generation, every day, I want me pray. They want it. They will brought a woman in a party hand. Our children it is sad for 3 years when they think what is the normal. What time they do will come outside? What time they will pay every night? Somebody look at you, baby, and start with my left. What time they do will come outside? But you got children. Why you're every day? They put what they are doing tomorrow. That is for 1 year, they not see why they are not. They just find lie. Why? Go in and see pity children. Telling people who are feeling the next time again. The next one will better again will need a die in your hair, Waka. That your official there running around. Why? That's all inside. That's every country we eat. And our own country that will suffer in your hair for 2 years. But I said, why?
Okay.
The devil will act on you. Exactly with us.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mommy, for your contribution. Let me get on to the next caller. How are you doing?
Good evening.
Yes, sir. How's everything with you?
Hey,
Mr. Malo, let's hear from you quickly, please.
Yeah, my brother AB. You see, Joseph Parker, you will meet for Joseph Parker to drive one day.
Oh.
Because they listen to you, anything you say, they can go back.
and I mean, you anything you say. Because I mean, you talk about I let him, and you see, I mean, let him for your pocket, I mean, he's strong. And I mean, you know, in your pocket, I mean, you go get a stingray. You wait for that minute for her. Yeah, so I don't want for that minute for the guys that are AB because you buy a swing, you know, the body people more good. So then you for them by yourself, people will pick you up. And you went to the cabinet, why he was saying, why could have for them? They also say, oh, Papa, when I let it, they may say that you went, the people then are promising, well, you know, remind the people to say that they'll come and do what they're supposed to do. Nobody can go outside the country, they put money in there and they bring it in the country. She was saying that, well, Breaker never brought any money in the country, and Georgia went fast and brought 10 million. She said 5 million. And now Brother Sini said that he will, while inform the people, he will remind the people for the people to come and do. So what kind of deception the people on the country? They are the country and tell the country or tell the military or they in jail. Move for you in jail, leave the country with all. We put different person there. Or 10-20 now, we will put our president back. Thank you for putting in the time of it.
All right, you've talked. Thank you. Appreciate. Let me get on to this line, female line. Hello.
Good evening, Evie.
Yeah, let's hear from you.
Yeah, the woman calling from Westport.
Okay, let's hear from you, please. Good day.
The people, the weekend, in the people, it too much. The weekend, too much. We can't get away. Yeah, they're doing it. They're the big hustler. Right on the quota, right to the YNC area that the big family was and they say they play for. They are placed at America, they can't say they play for them. That's much in the doing our market, they like and they say they play for them. People crying, they know what to carry a ghost. And they say they're selling it to people. It be 2020 now, when the people talking about the 2020 now. Our friend, our sister, and our brother, they will be a better great. Because the song was shot at you. We're talking to them here. My brother, see what's going on. Because if drinking, they're not drinking water to drink. Because they can't get pepper. You will see that pepper, you want to drink it, you eat it, you don't know water to drink it, to tell it. You put in your mouth, you will go back to that pepper. Me, what's saying like, they will get more than 1,000 million for telling me. Everything's we're not coming to go 49 cents. We just our personal saying, call the paper, they not see up on like that, they're destroying it like that. They just spoil like that. Everybody when the first thing in the country like that, you go for a birthday, he say we are regular people. The person you listen to it, they go for that paper. Me, only like that. Only like that, paper take them for a job, sweet job, perfect job. I take what of, and you honor my voice. You're still from what party?
All right.
You're CDP. Thank you, Papa.
You're running the book, brother. What a go. Okay, thank you for your contribution. Hello, how you doing? Go ahead.
I'm calling you for forward New Junction.
Gotta go on quickly.
Everyone I want to say, we're praying to God for God to move the calamity for all. Yeah, go ahead, my brother. I want to say, thank you for following me the time.
All right, Kale. I appreciate. Next one, quickly. We get to go. And of course, we are going. Yeah. Hello. Yeah.
How about it, brother?
I'm fine,
This is ready from the PAPG group at the time.
Hey, let's hear from you.
Yeah, brother, the country now is not easy. People suffering. When you want to know that people suffering, we are doing better work in the community. In the community, you see people living conditions. It's not easy, brother.
But what's the difference? What is the difference between people living condition now and then? You know, obviously there will always be people with low, living conditions. There will always exist that. So why are you people beginning to appear like there's something strange about that?
Yeah, bro, as I'm speaking to you, I'm telling you, I work in the community in Power Bill.
Okay.
I live there. I moved in the community, they call me for daily work. and work for people. But if I see people in the community, when you get in the community, you know that people suffering. Whatever you use to see market table, people selling their paper, billable, other things. My brother, now, other things, most of the business are breakdown.
Oh yeah, because people used to put their late table there in front of the house. Those businesses are gone.
Thank you.
Those ones are gone.
Everything now, when you enter in the community, that's where you will start knowing from. Like what we're saying, we are in the community with people.
So what kind of daily something what you doing? What kind of daily something where you are you doing?
For me, I'm a carpenter now because people call me in the community.
So well, excuse me. So because you use a whole facing people market table there, they say they ain't got money to pay market table again. You said so your customer there, they are market table there.
No money to make what you said, nothing well. When you leave what you pay money for to make business, market table.
So how many people used to call you to face market? How many market tables you used to face within a week or two during weird time?
No, and I got it were made. I were made. Or someone used to wait for me, and I said, they will call me, oh, some people can't say this, that, my dose for. And one day, I even want for you to face my dose, and now my market kitchen can't go pay my little kitchen in the community for me to also on it. But now it's not happening.
Oh.
So, to be real, the issue is not really happening. It's in talks.
Or maybe the market table there that you face, it was strong one there, so no.
But man, can you imagine that body film or people throwing Lenny for it?
What?
I tell you,
who threw Lenny at anybody for body film? Who did that one there? Who did that one? That one, pa? Who did that one?
That's why I was seeing from Lenny, I was speaking from, so I tell you, real story. One Jimmy Parahoma for body film business. You must know that the only thing is that why you going to get money for to get body film again.
Oh, so that's why she decided to go through. See you, man. I know and trust. No, things are hard. I just want you to narrate it, let the people hear it, and know that we're getting there. Yeah.
And we don't really call on talk show like that, but when you see me calling tonight, you might know that some of the things that we're going through.
That one is true. Your market table there, business, and I'm going good. All right, the market table not going good. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you. And why are you doing the last caller quickly?
Yeah, Abi, good evening. Yeah, well, Abi, my name is Mohammed Donzo Fafana Jr. Abi, what the previous caller just said, Abi, definitely. The country is tough, Abi, really. I just want to add my thoughts to his thoughts, but really, Abi, what was happening yesterday now, the country is very, very tough.
Okay.
Right? No community, I live at Mono Factory. Well, Abi, people are really expect, and I'm expecting to even asking us for him now. They are asking me, I can wonder, so this price for over him, they are asking for him.
You're right, Donzo. No, that's a story now. I must admit, I myself, it's not only you are saying exactly what everyone else is saying. People who could afford for themselves, they can no longer, so they have to revert to asking other people.
Abi. This old man has turned our country to a Somaliland. Really, Abi. Thank you for the opportunity.
All right, thanks so much for your contribution. Let me get on to this final one. The female line, and we'll close. Hello? Yeah?
Yeah, my name is Sophia.
Looking time. Let's hear from you, ma'am.
What people are saying now, the country is very tough. It's not easy. Can you imagine today from far for the blind people when they put there? I was smarting today.
Yeah, you're right.
I know. Beat on them. They beat on the people always been beat on the blind people, the disabled people. Her mother was a blind male, blind woman. And they travel. And he continued to disabled people, they continue to beat on them.
Anyway, with God, all things are possible. We will certainly get there someday, somehow. Folks, remember, I always told you people, when there's a man to pray, there's a God to answer. In the so, folks, that's all the time we've got tonight, right here on this very day. So until we are back here, God willing, for another edition of the show, on tomorrow. God willing. We want to wish you all the best. Let's keep praying for our country. Let's keep being calm. We can express ourselves no matter what. It is not resort to violence. But I want to tell you that December 17 is coming. Enough is enough. Lead or lead. And that is very much grateful to the grateful. We want to be grateful to Mobile Molu and team. Working out. You have to muster the courage. You have to stand up. You have to make your statement. That was very much important for all of us. So thanks so much for being there, people. Thanks for your prayers. God is there, and God will continue to guide us and protect us each and every day. You are for blessing us.